All right, welcome to Live Trading with Benzinga. It is I, Spencer Israel. Here is Zunaid. Here is Money Mitch. Here is our boy Christian. Christian had a good day yesterday, a good debut on the show.
Spencer did not listen to me.
What?
Remember? No, he doesn't.
You said don't play the intro.
I said wait for me.
Oh, you gotta be on time. Damn.
I gotta switch things, Zunaid. I'm running pre-market prep.
You said don't play the intro. I didn't play the intro.
It's all good.
Now the expectation for this intro is very high.
I don't know. Okay. I was thought he was here. Whatever. We're off by like 10 seconds. Anyway, I don't know where Ryan Faloona is. I have absolutely no idea. I hope he's okay. Anyway, we got a good show today. We're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna talk through trades. We're gonna live trade. We're gonna make some YOLOs. It's Friday. Why not? Christian's here to help us do that. So yeah, I think we're ready to go. Mitch, are you going to come back? Or are you going to leave us here? I think he's
still in a fit.
I don't know what he's doing over
Boycott.
there. He's boycotting. All right, that's fine. He can do that.
I pay you $10 if you go ahead and run that intro without.
Oh wait, I see some new videos that Mitch added. This should be interesting. Okay, let's play the intro. Can I play the
He's
intro?
about to kill you.
Can I play the intro now, Mitch?
You can go for the intro. I think I'm gonna hold them off for a little while. Those videos that you see there.
All right, fair enough.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher. Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? What's up, Mitch? Christian?
What's up, guys?
How we doing?
What was that?
Christian already done for the day.
What?
No. We'll see. We'll see. I think today's been a really great day. Yesterday, yesterday the market was I can't do anything about it. You can just kind of trade to survive, really, or don't take any trades. But end of the day, yesterday up 175 after commissions. I think I made about $20.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. How much did you pay in commissions? Do you know?
So I was like, hey, I came off the day green. So with when Mitch and I were on yesterday, I kept on trading the ticker. I forgot what it was, VOSO, and I paid $3 a trade.
Okay.
So I was down, as you guys know. I got into ISUN, and I was hoping for that bump and run.
Wait,
so there's a bump and run reversal.
Do you want to show us your chart? You want to walk us through on a chart if you can?
Yeah, sure.
If you have one up.
I do, actually. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Because you sent us a screenshot of your final P&L for the day. We'll also know how you got there.
Will do.
There we go.
All righty, awesome.
All right.
So there's my P&L for the day. Here's the commissions I paid, $55.30. That's, I don't know, maybe 10 trades or so. But you have to take into consideration I'm adding in, right? I'm coming off in a small size, and then I'm adding in, and then finally filling the large order. So just to break down LGVN today on the scanner, LGVN. So given what happened to VS, this is something to take into consideration. Seeing what happened to VOSO yesterday, and that it, I believe it broke into what was an all-time and like a clear blue sky setup. I saw LGVN was also a runner yesterday, and then the point for LGVN. Let me just click on this ticker really quickly. So the all-time high for LGVN was around like 1030 or so. And seeing that there was a top on the gap scanner, right? So the all-time high was around here, 1244, sorry. So we had LGVN on top of the gap scanner, had 4 million volume. Everything else had about, a million or under. The average volume was 4.3, so that's something I always look at. So there was a good volume there, and it had news, and the flow I think is like 3 million. So nothing else was moving in the pre-market, and so I kind of quickly just mapped out on the 1 minute. Let me show you my. So I kind of mapped out on the 1 minute from the daily chart what I was trying to find, and just waited for it to break those support and resistance levels. So this gap up is what I kind of noticed, right? And then here's the VWAP, here's the 9 EMA. It's like, okay, what's going to happen here? Well, you can see that. Okay, so my broker isn't the best. So you can see here it gaps up to this this level of about 12. What is this? Jiminy Christmas. About 1250 area, right? I mentioned $0.50 whole dollar yesterday. I saw that break with $0.50 whole dollar. I saw the bounce off the VWAP, and I was like, you know what? This is right around the whole dollar of 11.10. So I got in around 11, risking to 11.10, risking about 11, and then kind of just like bought 200 shares, waited, bought 200 more shares, gapped up. Then I went in pretty heavy, and then sold into these pushes here. But now I'm just kind of holding off because it's looking like on the 5-minute chart. This is looking like a head and shoulders. So you have that like that first shoulder, and then you have the head forming right now, which usually happens on the top of a gap up. Plus you have a bump and run reversal as well, where you have a gap up, or if you can imagine a line here, and it breaks that line, and it's making lower highs and lower lows. So essentially what this trade may be over, or it could do what VOSO did yesterday and then come back, but it'd have to break over 1350, 14. Breaks over 1450, it would run. But today was a good day. Didn't trade so much, mostly all in the pre-market. Ended up getting, $55 in commissions. So I'll probably pay around $50 in commissions plus LCN fees. So probably about $55 altogether. So today's P&L is $850, which is actually a large percent of the account, given the fact that I bought, a relatively small size going. So yeah, man, it was a good day.
Awesome. Zunaid, you want to go and tell us about what you're watching this morning and trading?
Yeah, sure can. I know someone in the chat went ahead, and yesterday we talked about Amazon. I know Mitch pointed out the chart, went ahead and pointed out the calls for y'all as well. Really nice. We wanted 3,700, and that's exactly what we got. The YOLOs that I took that we bought at $4 and some change, those hit $22. And I told the chat I'm risking either 100% or I'm looking for a 300% gain. So as promised, I went ahead and sold those at around $16. So I don't have any left. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the rights at 22. But reason I bring that up again is because I want to see how it behaves around 3,700. It's already up $15 or so from that level. So I want to see how it behaves. If it can break over 37.20, might want to grab some YOLOs at the 37.40 or 50s. It's already gone up like $100 something. I don't know how much more it can go up today, but something to keep an eye on. On the right side, you'll see the other tickers that I'm waiting for. LGVN that we talked about with Christian. I've got an alert set at around $10 at a whole number. If it gets there, I'll look to scalp maybe 50 cents or so. NVIDIA, if it goes, Moderna has some news this morning. If it can break over 268.50, I can grab some 275 calls or so, kind of treating it again as that high risk, high reward type play. Same thing when it comes to NVIDIA. When I had this breakout here that we couldn't quite get yesterday, but looking for it to go over about 325, and that's where I can grab some 325, 330 calls, especially if options come in. And then PayPal, looking to grab some 205 calls if it can go ahead and break, like 202 or so. But those are the ones that I'm keeping an eye on, along with the contracts that you see as well.
Awesome.
Nice.
Mitch, what are you watching this morning?
Just took off some of my Moderna. That was well, for right now I haven't taken the full shares, but it would have been an over $100 winner off of 6 shares. So just to show you guys risk and return, that's what it's always about, guys. This would be a 5-to-1 trade on the risk to return. The risk was about $20 on this trade, and we're going to get back over 100. I just took off 4 of those shares at 266. 0.00. So we'll look to try to see if it gets up there towards 270 for the rest of it. But this is just going to be a nice little quick swing trade. Give me that profit. It had very little stress yesterday. It was just going sideways. I was down like maybe a 0.05%. And then now I'm looking at Moderna. Got the news today. Nice little pop to sell into. We'll see what happens. LAZR is another one that I might add into the dip below 19. I'm looking for a dip towards 1870s to add into LAZR. We'll see if we get that dip, and I'm able to add on that one. And I got a couple of day trades today. Of course, I'm going to be looking at drip. You guys know I nailed it earlier in the week. I nailed it from about 470s to over 5. I got 502 on the out. We'll look for the same type of trade. What we're going to look for is an hourly pullback towards resistance becoming support. So we're going to look for a pullback towards 507, and then we're going to look for a push back up there towards 540. So we're looking for red to green, pull back down towards, let's say, 510s, 507s, then they push right back up towards 540s. Our sell would be above 540s into the 550s.
Awesome.
Other than that, just be careful out there, guys. It's a rough market out there. A lot of swings in the SPY here, ripping towards the open. We'll see what happens. 470 is a very important price point. Why? Look at the daily chart, how we've been going sideways. Right at those levels, we reject to hold above 470. If we reject 470s again, I'm really going to think we're heading back down towards this 463. So just be careful out there. I think we're in sideways chop land. The only thing that can get us out is above 470s today. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking around at a couple other plays if no one else has any other tickers to kind of review. Also looking at Facebook to go ahead and grab some calls. Where is my – there it is. Over 340 or so. Looks like we already kind of are above that. So we'll see if we get a little bit of a retest. If we do, great. Then I can go ahead and grab some calls. I'm really going to try to pay attention to the options activity that's happening today, especially with it being Friday. Things can move real quick. So you want to take advantage of that.
Great. What is today, guys? It's the third Friday of the month. What does that mean? Options expire. That's what that means. We didn't even mention that this morning. Shoot.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have. Let me just text Dennis and Joel. Make sure they remember that today's option. I'm sure they do, but I'm going to text them.
Yeah, so we might see some tricky things, in the market. Some yanks, some pulls, some false breakouts, breakdowns, whatever. But definitely keep an eye on that for sure. It's so weird seeing meta platforms up here, but that's fine.
Okay, I'm catching up on the chat. There are some great questions here. Frank's asking about infrastructure stocks. The problem, Frank, with your thought about the infrastructure stocks is a lot of them have already gone. Right, the infrastructure bill, maybe the passing of it is news, but the introduction of it is very much not news, right? So if you look at some of these infrastructure stocks, whether they're EV charging stocks like Blink, right, or ChargePoint, or more traditional infrastructure plays like Caterpillar or John Deere, they all already have had pops on this bill previously. So I'm not sure how much more room there is. Here's one. I'll show you. I'm not sharing my charts for some reason. Let me pull my charts up right now, and let me show you. Go to my details. Like here, PAVE, right? Infrastructure ETF, broad-based ETF. Look at this thing. It's already ripped to new highs, right? And a couple of these rips along the way in the last few months were from the bill, not the bill being signed or the bill being implemented, but the bill being introduced into Congress. Because once you introduce the idea, then the assumption is it'll happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. The market knows this, right? So there's a lot of these stocks have already run. I don't know if there's a play here on infrastructure now. I think there may have been 6 months ago. I just don't know. I mean, just look at the huge run just in the last month, right on PAVE. And, again, this is a slow moving thing, so you just map it out on any stock, and the move would be much greater. But like here, let's look at Caterpillar, which is in a downtrend, right? Ripped higher for a couple weeks. What's another one? I'm like look at Boeing. I don't know. Boeing is maybe not the best example. A lot of the EV charging stations where there's money for that, they've all ripped higher, right? ChargePoint, Blink. So I don't know if there's still a trade to be made, unfortunately. Sundial Baron's asking about. I know Mitch has thoughts on that. Cyprian Stanciu is looking at Shopify.
CHRA. What's Sultan talking about? CHRA. Let's load up. Is anyone trading? I don't know if anyone else uses trading me, but that's kind of acting up for me today.
Here we go with GTEC popping over $9, breaking it. GTEC's also a leading gapper, has news, low float, momentum stock, just double topped. Let's seeing like kind of large. Oh, there you go. Big order on the bid at $9. It's going to probably run to 925 and then try to go to 950. I'm not in the trade right now, though. There you go, 921. See that snap there? So let's see if it holds 9. Let's see the test of 9, which is around the support on the daily. It holds 9 and starts pushing over 925, 915, 925. Try to run to 950. Bit too extended on my end. That 1 minute candle is way too large.
Sorry, what stock is this now?
GTEC.
GTEC. Okay.
It's the leading gapper right now over LGVN.
LGVN. Let me just say something about LGVN because we broke news yesterday. We had them on Benzinga Live. I understand the stock is a high flyer. They're going to raise money. LGVN. They're going to dilute their shareholders. They said so. They all but said so on the show yesterday. So I would just be cautious because that right there is a negative catalyst, and you know it's coming. So it's gapping up again to 14 this morning, or at least it was LGVN. I don't know where it could go. It could go to 20 today, for all I know. But I would just be cautious, everyone, trading this. These things are high flyers. Ed's asking about Wejo. Yeah, it converts today, right? What's the spec, guys? Help me out. Shoot. They were on the show. Ed, what's the Wejo spec, please? I'm blanking.
VOSO.
VOSO. I knew it would start with the V. Thank you.
Got you.
Do a 15-minute here. Why am I? It's weird. All right. Cool. 15-minute chart. That's a daily. 15-minute. There we go. Okay. What the hell? Why my chart settings were not saved? There we go. Okay. I don't know. Kind of had the pop yesterday. I was very surprised. I admittedly was wrong. I was very surprised. I thought, see that pre-market high yesterday in VOSO? The pre-market high was what, 1285? I thought that was that. Clearly, I was wrong. I don't know what level would I lean on. I mean, I would say, if you want to chase this thing, if you chase it above the close. What's yesterday's close? Right, 1456. Chase it above that. Maybe wait first, though. That's what I would do if it were me.
I feel like on NVIDIA, I might take a trade right out the gate. I'm kind of looking at this. What? Every time. I'm kind of looking at this area here. I'm hoping that the 320 holds, even though the pre-market low is about 219. So I think what I'm going to do is right out the gate. Let me see what the spread is like pre-market, actually. Yeah, I'm not paying a 70-cent spread. I will go ahead and set an alert to buy like 1/4 of my normal size. And I'm going to this time go comments because those options are going to be out of whack, and I'm not looking to get screwed on that this early. So I'm going to grab 1/4 size, set an alert to go ahead and buy it at 321. And then I'm going to nibble some more at around 319 if it gets there. And then below 318 will be my stop loss on NVIDIA. And once things settle down in the first few minutes, we'll grab some options possibly as well. But for now, that's what we're rocking with.
All right. So one that I will be looking at is Sundial. They got their repurchase today. This is why you guys pay attention to filings. A lot of people, when Sundial did this first pop, which happened a couple days ago, they were like, oh, it's going to the moon. But they didn't read the report right there. It was said in there that the earnings did come out. It did pop, but they also said they'd do a repurchase on the 19th. That's why I didn't think it was going to continue through that dollar point. They do have to get above that $1 point. NASDAQ has given them the requirement that they need to get above that. This is why you see these kind of repurchases or reverse splits sometimes happen down here. So I'm expecting a dip into the gap zone, which you guys see this box. I've drawn this box since Monday, looking for the dip into that zone, which is 72 on the downside. So that's kind of like your risk right now. And then looking for that push back up towards 95 and above $1. We'll see if we get that move today. I'm going to look for a quick dip to 72s and then a quick rip back up there through the 80s, and then we'll see if it gets up to $1. Of course, it's a penny stock, so be careful out there, and we'll see what happens. All right, Spencer, you want to do a little crypto update?
Yes, I do. Let's do it. Where's my
Floki!
I can't find my damn crypto heat map tab. There it is. Okay. Where's my screen? There's my screen. Okay. Come on, computer. Come on, computer. There we go. Works for me. Hey, look at that. We went from red to green and everything except the one thing that matters, I fear. Bitcoin is your only major crypto in the red this morning. These next few days are going to be extremely interesting. Why? Because if you've been following Bitcoin for several years now, you know what can happen after the Thanksgiving holiday, right? It's happened twice, at least twice now. We've had huge rip-roaring rallies after Thanksgiving in either Bitcoin or crypto-related assets. This year, I have a hunch it could be NFT related and therefore Ethereum. Or maybe altcoins, Solano, Cardano, maybe even Doge or Sheeb, honestly. But or Floki. I don't even know where to buy Floki.
That's what I'm asking. I really already just asked that. I'm willing to buy it if I can find it.
Yeah, I should have bought it yesterday if I knew how to.
Yeah, no, that's the question.
Right?
Yeah, so definitely smash the like. I know we have an article, so I'm going to put that up. That probably might help both of us try to get it, but we'll see what happens. Definitely, guys, it looks like the Floki Army is joining us in today. If you guys throw out some price targets, what are you guys really holding for on Floki?
Floki is headed to uncharted places. Buy or cry. I like that. Buy or cry. That's a good one. I've never.
I like that. I like that. I'm stealing that. Whoever said that, Slappy.
I'm stealing that too. Slappy.
100%.
Buy or cry.
You better go ahead and copyright that. Make some t-shirts.
Tears.
Dude, I'm definitely stealing that. Slappy. That's I like that one. Buy or cry.
Just dry your tears, man. Dry your tears if you miss out.
I'm still holding on to my Shiba. I was up like 700%. I'm like, nah, we going to the moon. Now I'm like up 300%.
Here. I'll just pull up a chart of Floki real fast.
You got the Floke?
Yeah, let's do that right now.
Look, my cat is coming in. He's trying to do an NFT for us.
All right, so here's a chart of Floke. Right, we're on CoinMarketCap right now. What is this? A daily? Yes, this is a daily. Let's go to no. Let's keep the daily up here. I much prefer daily charts. So yeah, that's a pretty big move today.
Yeah.
Floke on. You know, one thing I did notice yesterday, it was a trending hashtag on Twitter. So you guys, whenever you see it come back into the trending on Twitter, pay attention to the chart. You just might see another pop.
The Floki Army in chat. I just out of sheer curiosity, I'm not trying to upset anyone, but are there any other cryptos y'all are into, or is it just Floki? I'm not trying to trigger anyone. I'm just genuinely curious.
Let me call out some that I'm interested in learning about. So there's this one, and I don't even know these guys, so I'm going to call it by the symbols. So there's AVAX, which trades at like $100. Yeah. The trend is pointing really up. There's CRO, which is only 52 cents. So that's how you know it changes up. So I don't know what CRO is. And then there's one that's interesting. It's Algo is the symbol, and it's trading at $1.84. That one, the trend is pointing towards 74% upside. But it's crazy.
All those cryptos you just mentioned, I believe, are on the heat map on Benzinga and all on the green today. So, hey. Anyway, definitely watching. I think we should be paying attention to the whole universe in the next week because, like I said, Thanksgiving is a catalyst. Maybe not so much for Bitcoin. Everyone knows what Bitcoin is by now, right? But maybe for everything else, for the Sheebs, for the Flokies of the world, for the Dogecoins of the world. I guess, like, we're all gonna get together with our families, and Uncle Lester is gonna ask, what is this Floki thing? And you're all gonna explain it to Uncle Lester. He's gonna wake up on a Friday morning. He's gonna go and open a wallet somewhere and buy it. So, it could happen. It could happen. I'm preparing for it mentally.
All right, guys, starting to see. Started seeing that volume start flowing in there. It looks like there is about over 1 million shares already in Sundial. So I'm looking to get in here. I think that was the repurchased. We'll see if I get to fill. I have 75 cents out, but I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback. It's already up to 76 cents. We'll see if we get to fill.
Okay, guys, it's 9:30. Unfortunately, I do have to hop and prepare for like other shows today and catch up on some work. So, I'll be live in 2 hours on Benzinga Live. I'll be live from 11:30 to 2 today. But I gotta hop and prepare for that. I'm gonna leave the three of you to make some money for us.
See you, man. Have
Awesome.
fun. On NVIDIA, got those 321 common fills. Now I'm looking to go ahead and sell some approximately 322.
Nice.
Below 320 will be my stop loss. I'm keeping an eye on it, and I'll keep you guys updated.
Awesome.
I'm trying to get some Sundial. I can't get a fill yet. I'll let you guys know if I do get a fill.
LGVN went into a halt.
To the upside?
Yeah. And then GTech is also pushing. So as the two leading gappers, you'll see sometimes when one ticker halts, the other one will start running quite a bit.
Right.
I think that's what you're seeing now.
That's
but yeah, LGVN is broke.
All right,
13.
guys, long Sundial. I got some at 76.7. I want to add more down towards 75 if we get there, but it's looking like we're already making a little bit of a move. I'll let you keep going, Christian, but I'm definitely watching that Sundial move today.
Nice. Why are you watching Sundial?
I talked about it pre-market, so pretty much there's a repurchase program out that should be done only today. Like today's literally the only day that company can go with that repurchase program. So you're going to see they have an ability to buy, I think it was 1.25 million shares. So I think that's what you saw there right out the gates. Don't quote me on that. Of course, I don't know that. I don't know where they're going to put it in, but they can put it in sometime today in the market. They could do options. They could do derivatives. They could use even like dark pools if they wanted. So, but I'm definitely watching to see if we get that lift today. Took a starter position right now, looking to add more if we get down towards 75s and 73s. But we'll see what happens here.
Moderna. Sorry to interrupt. Moderna talked about it earlier about the alert that as soon as it goes ahead and breaks that pre-market high, we're going to grab some 275 calls, grab them at $2.10. You already broke the 270. This is why you got to pay attention when we tell you what our plan is. Write it down, set your own alert, because we're already up about 37% on that, which is why it's very important. You see my screen here. Got the alerts ready to go. As soon as it happened, went ahead and purchased it.
I'm almost about to close $50, Zunaid, on 2 shares of Moderna.
I love it. I love it. Hey, get that money, man.
On 2 shares, guys. 2 shares. I'll take that any day. Let's see if we get up past here. Looks like we're at 170, almost 172s. I think we might start pulling back here. I might close it right here at 272s if we can get there.
Yeah, the Moderna ones, I'm going to go ahead and sell 3/4 of my lottos at $2.90 if I can go ahead and get that fill. So I'm putting that out there. And if you missed it and you're trying to get in the trade, I personally would not go ahead and get it now. I would maybe wait for a retest of VWAP or something of that nature, because now you're kind of chasing. You don't want to set yourself up in a terrible position like that.
All right, we're starting to see a little bit of a pullback here. I'm trying to see if it can hold the 1 minute, not come back to the VWAP here. Don't want to see it by the VWAP. I want to see it push through 272s right now. If it pushes through that level, I'm going to start selling into that level, guys, into this push. There's 272 right there. All right, I'm going to wait for one tick, and I'm going to hit the sell button.
Nice.
It's hitting the sell button right there. Boom, got 272.58. I'll take it. There you go.
Man.
Not a bad trade there. And that was just literally overnight, guys. I think that's with this, it's 40 and 70. So we're at $110 on 6 shares overnight. I'll take it, really, on a trade on Moderna, which I normally don't trade health stocks, guys. So, I mean, it just goes to show you that you don't need to buy 100 shares of everything to make money. That's what I really wanted to talk about there. Is that there's too many times where I see traders, they're like, oh, well, you need to have over 100 shares to make money. 6 shares just made me over $110.
Nice.
Can you bring up your screen? Here, I'll show you guys the Moderna. I was closing into that push, so it pushed right here, pulled back. I even had 270s ready to limit out if it was going to come back to the VWAP. But I gave it that chance to push through 272s. When I saw the push right here at 272.15, I knew that if we got through that high, we'd get a little push. So that's as soon as I saw that tick up there to 272.50s, started hitting the out button. Floki to Mars? Well, you should get you guys got to get Elon on there if you want Floki to get to Mars. My man's a Martian.
Amazon is already at 37.40. Good God, didn't really have a nice entry there like I wanted. Because I mean, right out of the gate, if you go ahead and take a look at Amazon on the 1 minute, I mean, just flew on by.
Hey, Floki guys, none of us are in Floki right now, so it's going to be hard for us to come in and out of the Floki chart. I can go ahead and take a look to see what's going on here, but I can't even get it through my charting platform. But I will eventually just go back and forth on it like this. I can come into it so you guys can see it for a second. Looks like it's still pushing on up there. It's to 0.21 for the day. But I don't have anything that's active data on this. So just be careful out there. I know that you guys are in there here trading it up. It's not really something that we can get into right now. I was looking for a way to buy it, but we don't have an ability to buy it right now. So you guys, Floki on. We have nothing against you guys, but we're going to definitely be worrying more about the stocks today. So if you want to look for more of a live trading Floki stream, you guys can go ahead and do so.
In terms of Moderna, those options contracts are now up about 42%. Like I said, I had already sold 3/4 of my size at around $3. The rest I am going to sell at around 277. So we're approximately a few dollars away from that, but that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for 277 on Moderna to sell the rest of my calls on that. In terms of NVIDIA, hasn't quite broken the stop loss, but this is not a bad spot if you wanted to grab some more.
All right, guys. So took that starter in Sundial, looking for a little bit of a pullback here. See if we get the pullback. It went towards 78. We're looking for a push eventually towards 95 and $1 today. We'll see if we get that move in Sundial. I do have an ability to take another day trade also today, so we'll see if we get able to get that. I'm going to be looking for maybe drip. Let's take a look. I called out an hourly pullback towards 510s or 505s, looking for that push up. It only went to 520 on that pullback. We'll see if we get another bit of a pullback so I can get into drip. Right now, I don't want to attack it up here, but I could look for some other oil plays kind of on the short side. This is one that I called out on Monday. Actually ended up getting stopped out on this trade. I'm looking to see if it can continue to break down that CVX, that Chevron group. We know how oil's been pulling back. I'm looking for it to break that 110 and continue coming down, and we'll see what happens. Let me take a look at the Bitcoin stocks. Mara starting to find a bounce. I might actually even long into it today. I think it's starting to get overdone, and one of the things is you're starting to get this sideways trend here on the hourly, so it could start pushing back. Hut is another one that came down all the way towards 12. I was short-term short. Now that it's come back down towards a weekly support, you can see these levels. I'm going to kind of delete my levels here so you guys can see them. And so I'm looking to see if Hut can find that support there, prior resistance here. and then there's a support right underneath it that was this resistance. So those are the two levels I'm looking at right now. Did look like it held that 1220 very well there. So we can look for maybe a pullback here on the 1 minute, looking for that breakout here in HUT. I know I traded it to the downside earlier in the week. I might just trade it right now on the upside at 13s. It looks good there. I just don't know if I'll be able to grab it right now. You see it's already at 1308. Yeah. It's moving way too fast. It was a great setup, but I just didn't see it in time. Let me see if I get a pullback to 13 will be my buy if I get a pullback.
Yeah. Nice.
If I get this pullback here. Putting out an order at 13s. If I don't get 13s, I'm not going to go into this. My risk would be down towards 1280s. We can see already the 3 resistance tries, pull back to support, and now it should break out from this point. It's already pushing up there towards 315. I wish I would have been on this one just a couple seconds earlier, and we would have got that 13, guys. Here, I'm going to actually cancel down. Looking for a pullback now towards the VWAP. If it doesn't come to VWAP, then I'll just let it rip out from here. It's already extended up there towards 315s. We'll see if we get this VWAP touch right quick or a slight tick to 1295s and then back up there. Mara can maybe rip also off of this. So Mara could be another attempt that you can look at. Riot also. So keep your eyes on those Bitcoin stocks. I'm actually talk about them later today, and I will be going into an interview with Slug. Yes, I said it, guys. SLGG will be on Benzinga today.
That's awesome. I kind of want to take a stab at Apple here, to be honest. Let me see what the contracts are like. All right, well, let's see how it behaves for a second. In case Apple wants to go ahead and continue on its little run, we'll go ahead and grab the 157.50 calls for about $1.02. Went ahead and snag those. You're still up about 40% on Moderna, so if you are happy and you know it, just sell it. Taking a look around as well if there's anything else happening. NVIDIA, let's see, scroll up. Still kind of dancing around, doing its thing. Hasn't quite hit the stop loss below low of day in terms of pre-market, but it ain't looking pretty. So
is that the 5-minute chart? Can you zoom out a bit?
I sure can.
Yeah, so you see right there on the 5-minute chart, the inverse head and shoulders. You have that first shoulder at the top of that white descending.
Right here.
Yeah. So that'd be that gap up. That gap up there is the first shoulder, and then you have a rejection on the descending resistance line, and then you have that head form on your around the 315 level. Mm-hmm. And then you have a kind of a try to break above that neckline, but failed.
Yeah.
So with these ones, it's interesting because you can take the bottom of the head and measure the percent up to the top of the first shoulder.
Yeah.
And that is considered to be your breakout potential if it breaks over the neckline and holds.
Well, you might be my good luck charm because as you started talking, NVIDIA started going. Went ahead and hit the first price target, which was 322. So went ahead and sold half my position there. In terms of contracts, I went ahead and grabbed one. Just literally singular because I have too many YOLOs out there already. Going to grab the 325 calls, paid about $2.04. Simply because it's over this level. My next target on this is going to be approximately 325s. If you're feeling a little risky, you can go ahead and wait till about the 329s. But 325s is where I'm going to go to exit. So I've got 3 YOLOs right now. In terms of Moderna, you're up about 60-something%. In terms of Apple, you're up about 10%. And now we just went in and grabbed some NVIDIA calls as well. So trade carefully, please.
I think you're in a good position, honestly. You haven't broken. You're about to break the pre-market high.
Yep.
And you had a VWAP. I know Mitch mentioned this a lot, but you have that VWAP. You had that VWAP bounce at the open as well, which is a sign of strength. I mean, if I was you personally, I would just put a trailing stop loss of the difference between that pre-market low to the current to the price you bought it at, whatever percent that is. I'll just put a trailing stop loss and allow it just to run. Or
interesting. I've never tried that strategy.
Yeah, because the thing is, like with the top of the left shoulder to the bottom of the right head, this can actually run quite a bit, and so you can catch a bit of that profit instead of worrying about am I going to miss it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I might have to check that strategy out. Never tried that.
Yeah, see how it's pushing. So above pre-market high. So break above 325, I believe, will be really nice, and then a break above that 327, I think,
Yeah,
would be amazing.
So it's interesting you say that because above 325 is where I have another alert to go ahead and grab some 330 calls possibly. Right now, this just like you said, bounced off the VWAP, went ahead and got over the 5 minutes. That's why I got some calls early. But yeah, no, you're right. Definitely should be interesting what happens over 325, especially if you look here to the left. Didn't quite get over it on the second attempt, and obviously couldn't hold it in the first one yesterday as well. So should be interesting. But if you're in these YOLOs though, you're up about 20% on the NVIDIA ones. Go ahead and sell it if that's what your account needs. But so far, so good.
I on LGVN about maybe 5-6 minutes ago, I bought 100 shares at 1346 and then sold into the second haul at 1393.
Nice.
That was a nice trade.
Yeah, LGVN, I mean, it's just halted up, halted down for me. So, I mean, LGVN, I think I have an alert. Yeah, I have an alert here at $10.13 because I want to go ahead and play that whole number bounce if we ever get it. I am a little worried that it's going to get flushed through it. So that's why the buy order that I have out there is like 1/4 size, just because I want to play the bounce. I want to get a little cute little play of a scalp, but we'll see if it ends up happening.
Yeah, especially with LGVN and then the other stocks. I think it's really it's way easier to trade them before I would say from about 7 a.m. to about 9:30.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier because now you have all the chop.
Yep. No, very true. I got to wake up early and trade these. Not going to lie to you. I got to wake up and trade these. There's no question about it.
Yeah. Momentum plays are momentum trading does the best during the pre-market, in my opinion. But then you have options and normal trading.
Yeah, usually I play options, which is why I wait on. But Apple's crossing VWAP to the downside. There is NVIDIA went ahead and broke pre-market highs, but we needed to continue on up. Apple, let me go ahead and pull that up here. As you can see, crossing below VWAP at this point. Still okay, though. I'm still all right with my calls. Not panicking just yet. Now, Moderna, on the other hand, went from about 60% to now being down 5%. Still going to hold on to these. Not going anywhere. I'm going to wait. If it breaks 268, I would go ahead and get out. So for now, I'm hanging tight, not panicking at all.
Nice.
Let's see what else we've got here. Let's see what NVIDIA's doing. Ooh, come on, NVIDIA. Keep going. Keep on
Look at that,
going,
dude.
NVIDIA.
Look at that break. Look at that break.
Yeah. Now, 325 is a big one that I needed to go over, and that would be really nice. But let's see. Moderna is just, oh my goodness, it's just coming down.
All right, traders. I know that someone's asking, where's my float? Where's my float? Well, here you go. So Faloki from the gates here, 9:30 was around this period here. It looks like we pushed on up. This was 9 a.m. right here. So it looks like we're pushing on up there. Nice little push there. Continued momentum. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. That's my favorite chart to look at, guys. We're running into resistance right about now. So look for the change. Either it's going to change on over and kind of give a push here, or it could flip back down. Why? Of course, if you kind of draw a sideways line, let's not draw it there. Sorry, I'm not good at trading view, as you guys can tell. That's why I don't like this charting.
You would help you out? What do you?
I just think it's kind of crap, but let's see what happens here. Trading view looks like there's some support here right underneath it that you're running into. That was a prior. So now it's becoming resistance. Let's see if we get above here and actually hold this level. This is that. How do you even call these numbers out? 22,384. Yeah, if 22,384, holds there, this is why I don't even look at the futures market.
You brought this upon yourself, so good luck to you.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, when you're trading sundial, well, I'm already trading the pennies. Might as well stay in the pennies.
It's ridiculous.
So we'll see how this one continues. It does looking interesting right now. Let's try to go towards. Let's see if we can get a 1 minute candle here. Yeah, 1 minute candle. Starting to get it back above that level. You did get some volume to come in right here. 81 million shares. Someone stepping up to the plate. on the float. That came in at the price was 22900. So let's see if we can get back above that 22900 and hold. Right now we're at 23169. This is too much fun, guys. You guys, I know you guys are in the chat probably like, whoa, take the float off. So I'll go back to Zunaid's chart there.
Thank you.
We'll keep it on watch.
As you can see, the alert is gone. NVIDIA went ahead and hit a high of 326. I'm going to get out of all my shares now here at 325.32. So out of the shares, the calls are up about 60%. Like I said, I'm not going to go ahead and sell all of it, but I did go ahead and sell half of it here. And the rest, I'm going to go ahead and wait till about 328. Hopefully, folks understand why we took it. Added it here because it did not break the pre-market lows. And then we went and took some calls as it got over the 321 level and above VWAP. And now we're sitting pretty at that 325, but that's what we needed to break, as it already has, but we needed to hold so we can march on way to 327.50s and then possibly to 328s as well. So that's what's going on there. Apple coming back above VWAP, needs to hold it a little bit though. So far, still good. These calls are up again about 8%.
That float up, Mitch. Yep, I'm floated out today. What can I say, guys?
Where do you guys know where Sheeb's at right now for the crypto space?
Sheebs.
Here, I'll go to. I do have that.
Oof,
so.
You're talking about the major battle right there. Shib versus Floke, man.
I'm long-term holding it. Let's go. It's definitely the only YOLO play I have right now.
Yeah, it's at 0.000048. It's up 8%.
Dude, let's go. That's awesome.
Thanks for the zeros, bro.
I got you.
I just cut those zeros out. Did you see me? I was just like 20.
I probably should have. I'd be like, can you imagine if I said it's at 48 cents? People would freak the fuck out.
Or even worse, it's at 100,000th of a cent.
Man, so many people are talking about Sheeb and all these. I guess it would be altcoin. Is that correct term?
No, we could say it. Shitcoin.
But hey, well, I'll tell you what. If this coin, so. I don't know anything really about crypto, right? So don't. But what I heard is that it supposedly in the next 2 to 3 months it can be at point some zeros than a 3, but less zeros than now. So I'm pretty much like, that's pretty sick.
Stop it,
richer. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, when you get to that level, you're gonna be richer.
Dude, okay, so a $1,000 investment now or a $3,000 investment now. If it hits 3 cents, you'll have $1.7 million.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, if you have,
people have done it with Doge, right? People have done it with Doge. Real quick, while you're talking though, if you want to go ahead and pull up my chart, let me see if you've already got it up. See, I'm looking at Apple here. You can see Apple trying to go ahead and break out of what it's previously gone to, which is about what is this 158.27. And hopefully it continues to push. So far it needs to continue going. But anyway, I would love for this to go ahead and hit about 160 today. That would be wonderful. I am keeping an eye on options a little bit to see if they come out. Facebook went ahead and tapped 340, said hello, and it came on blasting up. So Facebook above pre-market highs. Do not have a position in this because I have way too many others to focus on. But it did go ahead and bounce off of that 340 if you're into that play.
All right, so those Bitcoin stocks are doing well. I wish I would have caught that HUT trade. I wanted to catch it, but I wasn't paying attention, guys. Missed that 13 run there. Could have got that and then pushed on up there. Nice little push there towards 13.27. 13s would have been the buy there. Or you got the VWAP bounce here at 12.83. Looking good. Mara is also looking good too. Look at that trade. 1, 2, 3 VWAP touches. Then to the moon. We'll see what happens here at 54. Looks like it could push towards that 54. Looking good there, bouncing back. Riot also bouncing back also. You can see how these all trade kind of similar. And this is why you always got to be, at least what I say, trading with those relationships to give yourself an advantage. All right, let's go to a little sector analysis. It's been kind of a not the funnest of markets, at least right now. I think technology is up though, about 0.38 on the day. Let's take a look at where technology is leading. It's leading in solar, man. iSun, we forgot about her. No, I'm just playing it. It could make a move, Christian. You're seeing every other stock in that industry pretty much up except SPI, iSun, and VVPR. But if you look at some of the biggest movers there, BEM, you can look at MaxN looking good today, JKS pushing on up there, Run, SunPower, Soul moving, Nova, a bunch of these kind of on the upsides, FSLR, ENPH pushing back. So who knows? Maybe you get the iSun push here. Doesn't look too bad, right?
Yeah, pretty much sky's the limit, really.
Hey, you know what? Let's have some fun. I want to take another trade. Let's have some fun. Let's go iSunning. iSunning. See if I'm able to get it right here. So the spread is about 6 cents. So we're going to go and actually we're going to put it on the bottom side of the spread. Not exactly on the bid, but I'm going to put it 1 cent up higher. We'll see if we get this pullback fill here. Now it just pushed above that. So I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback to the VWAP, and then I'd get in there. Order out 786 to go long on iSun. We'll see if we get a fill.
You're going to sell out at 786 or trying to buy in at 786?
No, I'm trying to buy at 786.
Nice. So, is your chart frozen?
No,
It's not. It's just not moving.
it's just not moving. Here, let's have some fun. I'm gonna go tick.
Oh no,
Tick
dude,
by
I can't
tick,
read these charts.
baby. Tick by tick. I know we were talking about this on pre-market prep, and Joe was like, if you have a tick chart, you should just kind of delete yourself.
I enjoy it. I watch in the tick chart. It's fun, especially when that new IPO comes out. It's fun.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily trade on it, but it's definitely fun to watch.
Oh no, it's not a trading thing. No, God, that's I don't even know if algos are. Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm just talking them out for fun.
Yeah, if you can handle a tick chart, please let us know how.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
We'll see if we get a fill on this. Trying to take that trade there. Sundial finally starting to come down here. I'm looking to add. I'll let you guys know when I do get that add on Sundial. But still haven't gotten that fill there on iSun. It might just break through $8 right now, and I just don't get a fill. Could have been a minute or two late to the trade. It is what it is. I'm not going to overextend myself and just try to get in here at 8, then see it go down to 782. And then what would happen, right? I'd be like, oh, well, should have waited for my limit buy there. So I'm not going to be all about should have, could have, would have. We're going to have our limit order out there. We get a fill. We get a fill. If not, see ya.
That's a good attitude to have, honestly. Not giving into the FOMO.
No, it's how it always is, right? The moment you give into the FOMO, what happens, Christian?
Get jacked.
Yeah, they give it right back to you. They're like, here you go, my friend.
You don't always get jacked, but the reality is if you're chasing, chasing, it's just better to.
I think if you're chasing on a name that like everyone's watching, like when Lucy was running, that's a little bit different. But if you're chasing a name that you're not seeing so much volume piled in, that's not probably the best one to chase. If you're seeing a stock trade, let's say 10 times the relative volume that day, I could see how you could hit the ask and try to buy that ask and you're jumping into the trade. But that's what I try to stay out of. I try to stay out of those momentum trades anymore. I used to take those trades, but hey, 1,000 shares is something else if you're taking trades like that.
It's definitely a learning process of knowing when you should size up and when you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
For example, with the LGVN trade a year ago on that halt, I would have gone in my whole account. It's embarrassing to say, I'd be like, oh, now I'm just like, let's give 100 shares or let's add another 200 shares. And that's why my commissions are a bit higher, but I'll take it,
Trey, have they bought Floki yet? Where can I buy it, man? I'll go buy them. I got some money. It's more my I can't on my regular platforms I can't get it. So you gotta let me know where. Let's take a look. How is the float doing? It's still holding that 22 382s. So as long as it keeps holding that, I'm still kind of watching it. But it's just sideways right now. We did see that volume pump there at what specific timing was this? I'm gonna give you guys the timing because the timing matters. Looks like at 14:35. But when did this start? This is why I hate TradingView. What the hell are you giving me military time?
Bro, military time's the best. I'm gonna stand by that one. I love it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
What the hell? You guys can go to Europe, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was taking a look at that. It's not moving right now. If you see Floki move, let us know. But right now, it's not doing much. All you gotta do is pancake swap. I don't want to be swapping. I just want to just buy it. There's no way of just buying it. Look
What are
at
those fees right now for it? What are those gas fees for it?
I have no idea, bro.
Man, sometimes
gas is like $3.29 where I'm at. That's all I know.
I mean, honestly, sometimes when you buy crypto, it feels like you are filling your car of gas. You're like,
Right?
My goodness,
Yeah,
$20.
Hive moving up nice. It's probably moving with those Bitcoin stocks. I don't think I'm going to get it, man. Someone just threw in 23,000 shares. Whoever that was, you, man. Trying to take my shares. All right, let's look at Hive.
You have
Up
to
there, 413. We'll see if it continues to move there.
Nice. You also have to take into consideration for these lower priced, lower float stocks. You're gonna have. You see how it's 10:02 right now. So you have I guess for these low float momentum stocks that are running like 20, 30, 40%. After 10 a.m. I've noticed, or after 10 a.m. I've noticed that they start to die, and it's Friday. You know, being a Friday, it's kind of like, all right, we're out. We can.
Oh, we got a ripper, guys. We got a ripper. Thank you. Appreciate it, good fellas. AUR, guys. So this is a LiDAR play. I should have been trying to grab some of this. I actually had this company on SPACs Attack. So if you guys haven't checked this stock out before, I would definitely recommend you check out that interview. This is innovations. This is in software and application. You can see this chart pre-market switched on over today. So also keep your eyes on VJO that's switching on over, but nice little push there. Nice pattern there. Nice pushing up there towards 1569. I'm going to look for a pullback here to 14. 14 would be the pullback and look for a pushback up there. But AUR having a great day. Thank you for bringing that one in the chat. Good fellas. That's what it's all about.
All right. The NVIDIA calls, you're up 100%. Please go ahead and cut some. I already have earlier, as I mentioned, you guys are on the 325. I'm kind of being greedy and waiting for about 328.50s or so. But please go ahead and cut some. You're up 100%. And it is Lotto Friday. So one little yank and you'll be out of here. So please be careful with that.
I will give a shout out to Trey here, Trey Marley. Hey, that's I had a feeling he would be the one to tell me. You know, everyone was calling out Floki in the chat, but he was like, did you guys buy it? My man's letting me know exactly how I can buy it here in the contract address, custom token section. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. All right, pull Christian off for a second there. Zunaid, I got your chart up. You still on that Moderna? I'm out, man. I'm kind of happy I'm out because I already took the trade, so I don't have to worry about it. But I just passed it to you, right, Zunaid? So
there you go. Well, we profited already on the top of this where we went in and sold. That's why with yellows, you want to go ahead and lock some in. But the rest, the trend didn't break. We talked about it. So I'm still holding it, especially because it's, YOLO calls. I'm okay with it perfectly going zero, but I need it to go ahead and break over VWAP and get over the level of 268 and then over 270 on backwards to march towards 280. Will it happen? No clue, but already profitable in the trade. So even if these go to zero, I'm perfectly okay with it. My main focus right now is going to be turned to NVIDIA as it needed to break about 327.50. Had the high of 84, but I needed to go a little bit higher than that. But so far, really nice trade. Can't complain in this one. And let's see what's going on with Apple.
Zunaid, do you buy weekly calls options?
100%. I very rarely go ahead and buy next week's or a month out. Unless if someone is putting in millions of dollars, then yes, I'll go ahead and buy whatever they're buying, right? So I think for Uber, I bought the February 24th, $45 calls. It's in another account, so I can't look at it here.
That's a good thing.
Weekly for sure. We had put this little box because that's where Apple needed to break out from. Went ahead and broke out, kind of had a retest on it. Now it's continuing its march higher. I would love for this to kind of consolidate a little bit right here, break 159, and we march our way towards 160. We'll see what happens, but that's the play there. Already had taken a whole bunch when it came to 159. So sitting pretty, but I want to be even prettier. So we'll see what happens. Come on, Moderna. Don't do this to me. Break it. Break the VWAP. Oh, boy.
Man, I need some they need to get these cryptos in all these platforms. So Floki guys, hit up all the platforms, let them know. Guys, we need more cryptos in our platform. Benzinga, I'm gonna yell at them today. Why don't we not have Floki? Don't worry, guys. I'll yell at them for you guys.
I had someone DM me a question from the show, and they asked me, during the options, how are you seeing what the contracts are? So basically how they're priced. E-Trade has like a way for you to go ahead and just check out like the options and the contracts and things like that. I'm sure a lot of other brokers do as well. So pretty much where you click on the contract and it shows you a chart of the contract similar to how you would look at a chart of a stock. So that's how I'm taking a look at where the prices are, where they've been, et cetera, et cetera.
What broker do you use to trade, Zunaid?
E-Trade. I want to go ahead and move over to Trade Zero, something I was actually going to DM you and tell you to take a look at doing. Oh, just got an alert on LGVN crossing 1013s. Give me 1 second. LGVN. All right. I already have my small share size as I promised I would at that $10 level. My stop loss will be at 9.80, so I'm risking about 20 cents. I swear to God, if this thing opens at $9, I'll be very pissed. But to answer your question, man, I'm using E-Trade. I want to hop over to Trade Zero, something I was going to tell you to look into because I believe they have direct access and $0 commission. So you could actually save yourself a pretty penny there.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Take a look at it.
Yeah, it's also one of the ones I'm looking at, Zunaid, for next year. Also, reason why is they have some more shorts.
Yes,
What?
they're well known for shorts as well.
Shorts.
Wow.
Next year, I think you're going to need to know how to short. Yes, I said it. You might need to know how to short next year. Hey,
Bro, this LGVN, you stupid
just stick
thing.
tight with it.
I don't know,
And this
man.
thing went
It's
ahead and
pretty-
gave me
pretty
shit,
grim.
and then it halted. Like, thank you. Thank you so much.
Did you get halted on the downside?
Yeah, dude. Like, literally,
All right,
look,
so
my
let's fade
fill was
Zunaid, guys.
1013. My fill was 1013.
Oh no.
And my stop loss is going to be like 980, but now this thing might just yank on down.
Hey, but you
Let's see how those options are on the downside now.
I mean, there is just boy.
There's no options on this.
There's
play?
no options on it. Yeah, no. But it's fine.
Not cool when there's no
It'll be
option.
fun. Tried to play the $10 bounce, and now they're going to make me look like a bunch of idiots. That's quite okay. We've had a perfect
Just a story
call
of
so
life,
far.
man.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so it
not
looks like
worried.
we got over 610 people watching right now. We need to get some likes in here, guys. We only have less than 200 likes. Do me the favor, smash that like on up. Drown me in those likes, please, because I can't breathe. I can't.
Yeah,
Breathe.
that's all you. That's all you, my man.
I need some likes, bro. I need some likes.
I
Get
don't
it up.
blame you. I don't blame you. I hear you on that one. NVIDIA still having a little bit of trouble breaking. Let me go to Facebook real quick. Just hanging out, right? VWAP is right there. Hasn't quite done anything since we called it out last time. NVIDIA's trying to go ahead and scare me a little bit. Still playing around that 327. We'll see what it does. But right now, all my focus is on LGVN. They went ahead and said, here's some shares, and now they might screw me. We'll see what happens. But this is why we had small size in it anyway, because we were afraid of a flush, and that's what we got.
But you can get that quick pop over.
That's what I'm hoping
risk.
for. Matter of fact, what I should probably do is a bracket trade. Sell some at 1040 and get out at like 960. That's actually what I might do.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Let's do that. All right. I am going to set a bracket order to get out at 1040. And then at the bottom, the stop loss, well, we'll risk a little bit more. We'll say 940. So a break of 950 will be out. Let me set that up. LGVN. What a life we live. 1040. Stop is going to be 940.
Yeah.
All right. Done. Keep you guys updated on how my gains will be wiped from the much better trades that I took versus this ludicrous one in LGVN. But that's okay. That's okay. It's my doing. It happens in life.
That's awesome.
Moderna's still not able to go ahead and get above VWAP. Still hanging out here.
Hanging out.
Oh, as am I.
It's been one of those like ends of the week where it's just not exciting. It's definitely not exciting. Actually, guys, there's not many times I'm like this, but I'm more than 60% cash right now. I closed a lot of positions. I just don't feel good about this market right now.
Up and away, baby. Santa Claus rally December 1st. Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. That mentality right there. Literally, that's what I'm concerned about.
I mean, it's worked so many years. There's a reason they went and call it, right? But of course, just because, it worked before doesn't mean it has to go and work now. But
key is November usually isn't this strong.
So you're saying that it took place in December? Is that what you're saying?
It could have done like 1 month prior, and so you could have gotten that December run early. We'll see what happens.
You're saying Santa Claus just forgot what date it was?
I mean, Santa doesn't buy stocks, right?
He buys crypto.
That's my boy.
I like that. I like that response.
My boy.
I'm a fan.
Boy Santa with the
I'm
sleighs.
a fan.
Guess what? It's not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer running the train.
Oh,
it's the Doge Dog running the train at the front. They need to put
so far SPY is up about 2% in November, which is it's not nothing, but it's like average, right? I think in October is up about 7%. So it's not like November has been crazy so far anyway. We'll see how the rest of the 10 days go. Well, keep in mind, by the way, if you're buying next week.
LGVN. You're in the green. Oh, no, not anymore.
Wait, what fill did I get? What's going on? Hold on.
Oh, you're in the green. 1018.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm waiting. I'm hanging out. Man. I'm waiting. I mean, I already got a limit out there, so we'll see if I get filled or not.
Ooh, 1030.
Come on. Give me that 41. Give me that 41. Give me that 41, baby. Hey, why are you going down? Why are you going down?
Bro.
Nah, we grabbing them. We grabbing them.
All right, dude. Hold it. Holding it. Ooh, 27. 27.
Come on. Bro, I'm watching this bid like it's nothing.
Dude, it's dude, I think you might get that flushed down, bro.
Yeah, I probably
It's gonna wait. 25. Dude, it's the worst when you're in that like, oh god.
Come on, 10 more. 10 more cents.
I know, man. Greed might get you now.
Bro, there's no way they'll do this to me for 10 cents.
Greed's gonna get you, dude. You need to get out.
Oh, man.
Could be a good mention there. Good mention.
I'm screenshotting this and asking for a reimbursement from Jason when he comes back. Be like, hey, man, listen, here's what happened.
Because you're right now on the 1 minute chart, you are in essentially a bear flag. You have that 1 minute pullback, and you have that second. Ooh, 1034.
Oh, come on.
1040. 1040.
It's literally at 1040. Can I please go and get filled? There's no way it didn't fill me.
Dude, sell it.
It doesn't like you, bro.
I'm done. Yes. That's how you become a degenerate. Don't do what I did.
Right in the middle. This guy right here. Smash the like for this guy.
Dude.
We're staying perfect today, baby. Awful hair, don't care. Woo.
Definitely smash the like. Smash the like. All right, you know what? I was saving this for Monday, but I think my man deserves it. Everybody, pay attention to the screen right now.
What they want, what they need. I will never lose. I'm a beast. If you want it, come and get it.
That's my boy Zunaid coming in with the Hulk smash.
I did go to the gym yesterday,
That's
so
that Yolo
that is
Hoke.
that is appropriate. No, that was awesome, dude. I appreciate you and whoever else may have put that together. That's awesome. I love it.
I got you. I got some more waiting for us. So you guys definitely smash the like. We're gonna be having fun here trading, guys. That's the fun part too, is that it's not just gonna be all about strategy, trying to make money. We're also gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of these videos so that we could just have some good times. If you guys want to see any of these guys in some parody types of stuff, throw some topics in the chat. I'll definitely put them in there.
That was awesome.
Now you know why I asked for your pictures, Zunaid.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if it was gonna be for like a new intro or what. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Here you go.
I got you. I got more coming, guys. There's so much you guys don't even know.
I love it.
How stressful was that trade though, on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was stressful because it was like people are live trading. So if they went ahead and did what I did, then you have that little bit of stress. But like in terms of share size, it was kind of like fun because we knew that it could possibly flush down, right? But to answer your question, scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it was like a 4. I think it was just a comedy of everyone watching what you're going to end up doing live. Was the more, but I want to, talk about why we went and took it. It was just the fact that it's a $10 hold number. And to me, it's always worked psychologically to go ahead and have that bounce. Unfortunately, I had to go through a halt and deal with all of that. But to me, those $10 bounces, hold number bounces, all of those, they work out really, really well. I mean, You can just take a look at PayPal yesterday, could not break 200 and stay there. Where is it? So here's 200, went down for a second, came back, and look how well it held, right? All the way here, it held that $200 level. So like these whole numbers really are fun for me to play. But I am sweating though. Might need to shower before I do option squad.
Oh, they're loving it out there, Zunaid. They're pointing out how you even got an Avengers shirt on.
Yes. Yeah.
You see
Avenge
that?
hers because I was
Avenge hers. I like it.
Yeah. I was on the bride. I was on the bride squad when a friend of ours was getting married, so they made these shirts. But
hey, not bad. I like it. Looks like everybody in the chat enjoying it. Someone telling us we need to be on the entire time the markets are open. Hey, well, who knows? Maybe I'll ask Jason for a raise and we can get that done.
Oh man,
let's keep going, guys. Smash that thumbs up. We have some fun here. All adults here, I assume. Yes, Mike. We're having some good time. Don't stress over people's trading decisions. Benzinga makes a disclaimer clear every day. Yes,
no, I know, but
that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Look, I'll throw it up again.
So far my DMs are always like, oh, like, thank you, I made this much money, this and that. Thankfully, no one has responded, and they're like, dude, screw you. My daughter can't go to college next year because of you.
Tell Jason I should be paid in SHIB. I got you. I'm gonna look for an incentive in SHIB. I'm gonna be like, but you guys got to buy it now and then hand it to me in 6 months when I hit the incentive. It's not buy it when the incentive's paid out, but we'll see what happens out there. Definitely looks like Lucid is on the move, guys. I'll take a look at Lucid, see what we're seeing out there. I was watching that AUR that was moving fast, but it's kind of slowed down now. Lucid up there towards 52. Came down towards 47. I was even saying it yesterday that we were finally starting to come back down towards level that I even looked at for maybe a potential buy. I was looking for more of a move towards 44 or 40, but looks like we're already bouncing here. So strong chart there. Finding that resistance here at 46.50s. So that's what I would want to see hold on downsides now. And it's looking like it's coming back. The Lucid Dragon.
Can you is that the 1 minute or 5 minute?
This is the 5.
Okay.
You want the 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look. There's the 1.
Alrighty. I mean, that looks pretty good. You have that solid ascending support line. If you could draw on the
let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I mean it's clearly there. One thing that I would point out is that you want to see it hold that line, not come back towards the VWAP right here, because it just kind of starts breaking down that pattern. And one thing to point out: 1 push, 2 push, 3 push. I sometimes look for that 4th push to somewhat fail and come back to VWAP, giving me an opportunity versus trying to buy it right here and risk off this support right now. Go ahead.
Well, on that second push right there, if you notice that the top of that second push is a support of the most recent bounce. If you're to draw like a horizontal line, so that could be a good place to exit if it were to break.
That's why some momentum traders are taking it off of those levels, right? And then some momentum, some VWAP traders are looking for that VWAP bounce to come back, right? And so what I usually do now is I start trying to use multi-time frames, right? So don't just use the 1, use the 5 and the 15 to see if the pattern is a pattern that shows up on multi-time frame. So this just looks like a bullish up move, right? On the 5 to 15. So as long as it kind of keeps holding this trend, we're looking good right now. So 51.26 on pullbacks is we want to see that hold. But we'll see if we get this next level. And if it comes back towards VWAP, 49.50s would be that push down. All right, what's going on out there, guys? Time to catch up with the chat. You guys saw the Hulk smash earlier. Yes, Zunaid has been killing it lately. We'll see if Zunaid takes another one. But we're getting towards that 10:30 time. I'm going to get you guys out of here in about 9 minutes. But Christian, if you want to point out any big moves that you saw today, or maybe talk about the trade that you took on earlier, maybe someone's joining us up, missed that trade, we could do that.
All righty, dude, let's do it. Let me actually, are you sharing my screen?
You're up, my friend.
Nice. All righty. So let me just pull up my, and this is the thing, when you have like 500 screens, it kind of gets rough. You're like trying to like drag things over and all of that. So up 952 today, commissions of about $63. Not bad. Okay, so first off, how I found the trade, and we actually made a video recently of my setup in Benzinga Pro where I go over how to set up the scanners and everything. So if anybody wants that, just write in the chat and we'll send it to you. But so LGVN was the top of the gap scanner. It still is, number 2 right now, has news. For me, I like to trade stocks that have news in that top 5 position. The volume has to be over 1 million shares. I'm looking for a good, over 2 when I compare the volume to average volume. In addition to that, I'm looking at the float, right? So the float being to 2 to 20 million, 3.2 million float for me is like, okay, this is going to move a lot. Seeing what happened. So this is seeing what happened with what was the ticker VOSO yesterday and how it gapped up. I thought since nothing else is moving and LGVN was also moving yesterday, that this could possibly be something was going to happen just based on that. So with those 2 things, let me just pull up this other chart here. Here's my 5-minute chart. So looking at LGVN, when I got on the trade, the first thing I did was look at my horrible charting system on Capital Markets Elite Group. This is why I use Benzinga Pro instead. But I went over and I just kind of mapped out. It'll catch up. I went ahead and mapped out the support and resistance levels on the daily chart, right? Just quickly. I didn't go all the way down here, but I was like, okay, there's a point here, point here, point here, and then there was a point here, but it broke it. And then from there, I can just kind of show you. Right? So we have that. So I mapped out those things, came to the 5-minute chart, I kind of started trading it around this area here. The break above VWAP, I know Mitch, you mentioned that a lot, that VWAP, that VWAP pullback or VWAP bounce. You have a VWAP bounce here, VWAP bounce here, all the way up. And I kind of just traded all the way up, started with small size and kind of scaled in as it broke this key level here of about 1070 and just kind of sold off and then waited for that VWAP bounce, bought it again around these levels and then kind of sold off again. And then for this right here, what I'm also looking at is what is the overall, something I try to ask myself is what is the overall pattern on the chart? Like on the daily chart, there's nothing, but am I seeing, for example, a broadening top? Am I seeing a bump and reversal, which you see a lot with these kind of plays as well. Right now, what I'm seeing is an inverse cup and handle on the 1-minute chart. So you have that cup and then you have this little short handle and then you have you're going to have a gap down more than likely. You set inverse cup and handle here. You can also see this can also be this looks like an inverse cup and handle. You have the break of the support here and then all the way down. But yeah, so that's pretty much the trade.
There you guys have it. One of the things is that we're getting asked in the chat, where can they follow you, Christian? So
dude, I'm in support. If you guys ever have any questions, just write into that chat symbol. Okay, I'm not like the coolest guy ever. I don't have a Twitter. I barely
Terrible.
use Instagram.
Can
I
you
use
imagine
Facebook
someone
sometimes.
being like, "Hey, Christian, I'm thinking about grabbing these positions. What do you think?" And he hits
I'll
send
be
it to
like-
support.
Hey, chat and support. You know what I mean? You gotta be a member of Benzinga to access.
Hey, there you go. If you
There
want
you
access
go.
to Christian, you need to be a pro member. So if you
Yeah.
want to go ahead and hit him up, spam that supports chat for tickers. Tell him hit that little chat button there on Benzinga Pro. And when you hit that, I want you guys to be like, Christian, we need you. I want you to tell everyone at Benzinga, we need you. And guess what? Christian's going to show up. They'll make him.
I'll tell you right now. I mean, we have some amazing tools. Honestly, the thing about trading is just the convenience, the way these tools work. It's awesome.
They want the scanner details. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. If you guys, what's your email, Christian? We'll email them out. But this is the thing: if you want those scanners, you got to be a pro member.
You do.
You got to be. So email out. What's the email, Christian, if they can reach you out?
Oh my goodness, my name is so long.
Do you want to maybe? Do you got a support email? Maybe we could give out.
I do. Let me just write it right here.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw it in the chat there.
Christian
While you're doing
Baumgartner.
that, we got Twitter just blasting off about $1.50 for some reason. I know Charlie went in and called it out, but obviously I don't always listen to him while we're trading because that's too many noises in my head. But Twitter, nice little spike there. Not exactly sure why. But I know earlier.
At Benzinga.com.
There you go.
There you go. I got you. I'll put it up there.
Yeah, guys, but I'll never tell you what to trade or what you should trade or anything like that. I suggest what we all do: just learn one new thing a day.
You know, you can't. I mean, the truth is, guys, is that copycat trading does not work. That's just the truth.
Bet you can't do it like me. Nope.
You get lucky sometimes, though.
Oh yeah, and that's what gets you, right? You'll get lucky and you'll think you found the Holy Grail, and then you'll get stuck.
That's the worst one right there. When you think you have a Holy Grail, there is no Holy Grail in trading, guys.
Been there, done that.
If there was
you bought Dogecoin when it was 0.0000 something, and now you sold it. Now you're good to go.
Well, even that one, I mean, I was looking at buying and it called it out, but that doesn't mean that you're going to take it, right? So that's how a lot of it is out there, guys. There's nothing that is certain. The thing that is certain is uncertainty. That is certain.
Come on. Trying to look over and see what else we've got going on so I can do my little recap. NVIDIA is at VWAP. So if you actually wanted a nice risk reward, this would be it. Grab yourself some 325 calls, some 327. No, there are no 325, but 330 calls if you'd like. But if it goes ahead and breaks this, done. You're gone. Go down and get out of the trade. But this is a nice spot for re-entry on NVIDIA. If you were waiting for one, this would be it. Apple, on the other hand, again, closer to VWAP. But just know that right now it looks like these stocks are coming down a little bit. But risk reward wise, great entry right over here. And last but not least, Facebook, not the best entry spots. You don't go ahead and try to chase right here. But nice move above VWAP. Went ahead and bounced off at 340. So that's playing out really well. And of course, the most fun that I've ever had recently with a stock is this one, LGVN. Look how well it's held at $10. It went ahead and spiked above, spiked below, but it quickly came back up. And now it's going to see what we'll do at the $10 area. But learn the whole numbers, pull up any chart and see how it reacts to whole numbers such as your 50, your hundreds, your $10, your $25, whatever. And, try to create a strategy around that if you can.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah. Love the whole numbers, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
And even with even with the times as well, for some reason, those half, quarter, and whole, even when times of trading, have a lot of volatility.
Yeah, can you mention that? Because other brokers open up, so therefore their customers or clients are buying and whatever else. So it's an interesting call out.
All right, AUR coming back down here towards VWAP. If you want to start taking a look at this one, you can. But when I get to this level, I start going. I I feel like it's too late in the day to use a 1 minute chart. That's just my personal preference. I try to get off of them. So I start looking for 5 minute supports to hold here. So I could see a move towards 1420 and then coming back up. So that's why I wouldn't really attack the VWAP right now, because it just doesn't line up with where the pattern looks. It looks like it wants to come back down closer towards 1420 for me. So we'll see if we get that pullback below VWAP here and then eventually back above VWAP. I would look for what I'd look for is that confirmation of VWAP. So it needs to go below it. It's okay if it goes below it. But once we get back above, we want to see it close above VWAP, and that would be that confirmation. I would let it come down here and see what happens. But, hey, if you want to take it off this 1491, you could also.
Nice. Do you guys ever do any technical analysis at all, like of trend lines and stuff?
Yeah, in terms of like patterns and stuff that I specifically don't necessarily, I'll do the flag whenever, one presents itself. But that's one thing, which is why I was interested when he mentioned that book to me. I mainly like to trade off of momentum, whole number breakouts, and VWAP. That's kind of pretty much it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I have that book. Here. Let me see. I look at it every day.
Yeah, I use my indicators, but I don't explain them on here because it's just going to confuse the shit out of people.
Fair enough. This is the book that kind of really has helped.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Everyone
that's
has
definitely a good one.
But this book,
you got really
you breaks out the stock patterns of what we kind of talk about all the time. It's really simple. A lot of pictures, so it's good to go.
Yeah, having those pictures is hella helpful. No question.
Yeah. All right, Chris is asking us, do the tips go to you guys or Benzinga? It should go to us, but it goes to Benzinga. I'm an honest guy. You guys can't say I'm not honest, at least.
You know what you should do? You should go ahead. Here, I'm dead serious. Tips are great, and we appreciate that, but you guys should just go ahead and spam Jason's inbox, right? Jason@benzinga.com, and just tell him how much you love live trading and how much you want it to just stay on forever and ever. That's what our tip would be.
That's how you tip us. Don't tip us by the money. Tip us by the boss.
Nice.
You wait till Jason comes next to us or Jason comes in the chat. Then you throw the money in there.
I love it.
Or I get called out. Is that my burner account?
Yeah, right?
I got called out because of my HUT trade. So I got to show you guys the Twitter. I'm going to talk about it later today on Money Mitch. It's just this market, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's too many people that are in love with stocks.
Since the March lows, right?
You can't be in love with stocks, man. I'll tell you that right now. That's a recipe for disaster, especially if you're a trader. There's a difference if you're an investor and you're just like, oh, Disney forever. Okay, well, that's a little bit different. I mean,
why you got to say it like that?
Well, maybe it's because I don't do it. But Disney forever. Yeah, it's not my type of trade. It's not something that I really look after. But it's just something that I'm seeing out there, and you got to be careful. Always got to be careful. Always understand your risk both ways. AUR, it's funny. You and I are both looking at that same chart.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to kind of get to the $14 level. I'm glad you went and called it out. $14 is where I'm waiting to kind of go ahead and get the entry.
Right? Because at least it gives you a little bit better management of risk too. You also got the next layer down towards 1350.
Yep.
So that's kind of the next couple layers. Something that I always talk about too on charts is that you want to sometimes see what's called layering of support. So the next couple layers of support, are they going to hold? Because you never know when a support is going to hold, really. I mean, the only thing you could do is just draw them out and look for them to hold. So these are kind of the next layers, 1420, 1350s. Zunaid's looking for that slight dip below this 1420, maybe get into 14 and then a quick reversal.
Yep.
See what happens. Looks like Christian came back there. We lost you for a second.
Hey, the internet. That's the worst. I don't know if anyone's ever had
it. Is it that Comcast life? Do I short it now?
Whoa. Comcast is doing just fine. That's what I have. Customer service? Yeah. But the speed I like.
Yeah, the speed I like too, Zunaid. But the only thing that happens is they fail me every now and then.
Yeah. I hear
Speaking
you.
of internet, at Costco yesterday, they're selling some gaming routers. So get it while you can.
Oh, Christian with the inside scoop there.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I could not for the life of me figure out the whole routing and modem situation. So I literally just have like the Xfinity all in one. But I guess it's kind of like the shampoos that people say that, hey, a 2-in-1 is not the way to go with the shampoo and conditioner. You should get it separate.
What?
But I
I've
could
been
not
doing
for
it
the
all
life
wrong?
of me. Matt, dude, in my closet right now, I have a router that I paid about $150, $200 for. I have not used it in a year and a half. And it's just literally sitting there. Couldn't never figure it out.
Well, at least we're still getting some love from Chris. So I appreciated Chris out there. Definitely thanks for the super sticker. Let's go ahead and let's catch up with the chat. LGVN talked by Martin. Hey, we already got off of that one, bud. My man's still on it. Hey, I can't blame you for it. If you're trying to keep watch on that one, LGVN was a monster mover yesterday. Thanks for the LGVN trading advice, said Chris. Looks like you might have saved him a little cash there. DKNG had a big push being called out. Let's take a look at DKNG.
I guess someone in the chat saying I thought every Indian was techie. I'm not. I let my people down. I'm just not. Okay. Yeah, I'm a game, right? Which is why I pay for like 1 gig of speed and all of that. But I broadcast. I don't necessarily play as a professional, so the speed that I need is a little bit different. By the way, I just had someone who had the greatest Twitter handle just follow me, Mango Chutney. I think that is a phenomenal Twitter handle. Shout out to you.
Send the recipe, right?
While we're waiting for AUR to come on down here, Twitter went ahead and broke $50 psychological level. So I am going to go ahead and grab next week's calls. Went ahead and paid about $1.02 for next week, $50 calls. We'll see what happens. If it goes down below $49, I will go ahead and get myself up out of here. But I did go to grab some Twitter calls.
Hey, it looks like we found it. Ravi in the chat.
Yeah, it was Ravi. I didn't want to call out his actual name, but yeah, he's in there.
Shout out to Ravi, yo. Send me that recipe, man. Come on. You can't hold out. Can't have a name like that and not have a monster recipe.
Right.
So I'll definitely
you're
check it
2
out.
for 2 Zunaid today, aren't you? Like two.
What's up?
You're green on every trade today.
I'm green on every trade. Yeah, NVIDIA, Moderna, Facebook,
That's
Apple,
what we do here, Christian.
LGVN.
Come on, man.
That's dope, dude.
Thank you. And I love Thursdays and Fridays, man. It's crazy moves happen.
Days.
And yeah, it's a blast.
That's when Hulk Zunaid comes out.
Like on Mondays, I'm like, dude, the stock went ahead and moved $5, but this contract moved $1. Like, come on.
I was wondering why Zunaid was so happy. There you go. You got it, Trent.
Yeah, right. When you're, my girlfriend knows anytime I'm pissed, she's like, all right, so like you lost money today. Like, is that what it is? You're gonna be a little irritated. You can go in the next room.
Hey, that's how it is. So SoFi and Clove being called out. SoFi, I think, it's crazy to see it up today. I was actually thinking this was going to start crashing down. If you look at the daily chart, it is trying to hold that trend line that you have right here. Let's see if it holds that trend line. So 20s is that number on the downside you want to see break down here. It is bouncing back there, not having a bad day. Starting to come up there towards almost 21. You can look for maybe a 5-minute pullback to the VWAP. You also got the 200-day right there. 2050s stand out to me. How's our AUR? Did it get there yet?
Nope. I was just looking at it. Got to 1430s.
Thank you.
Didn't quite come all the way down. That's quite all right. Matter of fact, what I might do is I'll grab 1/4 size here. Contracts are all the way out to, they expired today, but I don't quite like, contracts is too spready. I'm going to go ahead and grab just 1/4 size here, and the rest I'll go ahead and grab around 14, and the rest I'll go ahead and kill it if it goes below that. But I am now in AUR. I talked and it went up 10 cents, but 1476 is my fill. 1/4 size, gonna grab the rest of it around $14. Stop loss gonna be $13.50 or so. NVIDIA off of that VWAP bounce looking very nice so far. Needed to continue on its march to 328, please.
So Zunaid, when you're buying these options, if you're gonna day trade them, are you buying the weeklies?
Absolutely. Every single time. Very rarely.
It's not called YOLO Zunaid for no reason, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I went ahead and called the Twitter one right for next week, but typically, man, it's just going to be weeklies for me. Yeah, Twitter, the reason I got next week's is because it just doesn't move as quick as I would like to, and it already has had a spike about $1.50, so I don't see it doing anything too crazy. But yeah, when I get apples like you see here, again, off of that VWAP bounce, just beautiful.
Are you buying? How far out of the money are you buying? Are you buying like one out of the money, or what are you doing?
That's a great question. So I'll usually just buy one out the money unless it's spready, right? So for Moderna, sometimes it's a spready one, so I'll have to go maybe 2 out the money. It just depends. But for me, liquidity is great because, I mean, obviously, you get screwed with that sometimes. But for like Apple, very liquid stock, what did I end up buying? I'll tell you right now. Hang on. Where's my Apple? Let me pull it up. I had the 157s, and that's all I pretty much had because the 160s were a little bit too out there, a little too YOLO even for me. But the 157.50s is what I ended up playing all around this 158 area. So pretty much near the money. For NVIDIA, we played the 325s. So, yeah, pretty much at the money, one above. That's kind of it. Nothing too crazy.
Nice. Always wondered about that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
when you go 2 out the money, it kind of kills it.
I'm going to take a second here, guys. Looks like it's 10:41. We're going to go until 11:30, but we're only going to pass 11 if you guys get us to 400 likes. That's what I'm calling out there. Looks like we're at 266 right now. We need to get on up there. So a lot of likes need to be hit. You guys out there, go ahead and start smashing up if you guys want to keep us past 11. But right now I want to do a little bit of a pitch here, guys. If you guys reason why also is mentioned in the chat here. Want to help out Miracle the Magnificent. Looking forward to watch the boot camp tomorrow. It looks like your stream is saying 6 a.m. One thing that I would definitely tell you to do is go to benzingabootcamp.com and actually sign up there so you know exactly when you're going to be going live. So you have no guessing. Just go to that website right there, benzingabootcamp.com, and you guys will be able to see it. And what are you going to be able to see? You'll be able to see this. So it looks like it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time. You were talking about Central. So you're looking at an 8 a.m. start, not a 6 a.m. start. I saw you mention that. I will give you that at least. So Zunaid, let's go ahead and let's see what's going on out there. Do you want to stick around, man?
Yeah, I'll stick around. And what is it? I got to get on Squawk at 11. So I'll stick around for about 10, 15 minutes. By the way, just went ahead and posted in the chat the link. If you want to go and sign up for boot camp, boom, right there. And what was I looking at? Oh, AUR went ahead and got above 15, but not quite above VWAP just yet. We need that break over VWAP to go ahead and continue on to 1650 and $17. Hasn't quite done that just yet. You did have, by the way, Hyatt Hotels, which is ticker H. You see this little spike here? Let's talk about why that happened.
Why did that happen?
Up in a second. You had a $1 million option buy. You got the January 21st, $85 calls. They paid about $4.5 for it. About $1.5 million went into that one. So you go ahead and see that spike, and that's the reason for it. Let's go ahead and see if we like anything on the daily. 82 looks to be holding support so far. Not bad. They're kind of buying it at the dip, if you will. But $80 would be, if it breaks 80, I'm getting out. So if I were y'all, I would go ahead, and if you're interested in the trade, maybe buy half your size here, and the rest you buy at $80, and the rest you go ahead and cut at 78 if it doesn't work out. But that's what they're buying.
Like the setup, man, and you're 100% right. Just to also give some insight, the daily chart points to 200-day average right at today's low. Why does that happen, guys? Because literally institutionals also use these to kind of measure in their trades, right? A lot of the institutionals will look at that 200-day moving average. Look how it's literally right exactly at that. The daily has the 200-day moving average, the moving average at 80.30, and the low today was what? 80.30. Then you got the 50-day moving average, which is at 82.56. And that also gives you another level to watch at for support. That's why they're trying to attack this. They see the clear support. They see the daily support. They're looking for that pushback on up. They see people talking about COVID. They're thinking probably that, hey, that options trader is probably thinking that COVID's not going to come into play here and do some shutdowns again. So they're pushing for Hyatt to get back towards the high. They also saw Hyatt pushed on up here and then pull back all the way towards that support. So it's another thing that they could be going off of. I'm not sure if this was their earnings dates. I got to go ahead and look it up.
The third
Yep.
was their earnings. So they already reported it and already went
Perfect.
from 83 all the way to 94, came back down. So you're pretty much getting it at the price that it went
earnings.
up before at. Yep. So I like it. I'm in it. Figured I'd call that
Interesting
out.
one. Interesting
Yeah.
one. Thank you, Zunaid, for giving us that information. That's what it's all about.
Appreciate it.
Can you indicate what VWAP actually is before you announce that you're looking for a VWAP bounce?
Like some of the price, I guess.
Well,
Is that what they mean?
I think you might want to know exactly how VWAP is calculated. Do you want to know the price or what are you looking? Let us know, Joffrey, if it's the explanation of VWAP that you want or is it the price that you want? Once we get that answer, I'll go ahead and
yeah,
kind
but in
fill
terms
it
of price, yeah, we can do a better job of calling out the price, especially if you're listening and not watching the stream, which I know a lot of our viewers are doing. By the way, AUR breaking above that VWAP, nice little fills at the 1176, excuse me, was mine. Couldn't get the 14, so we jumped at it when we saw the trend changing a little bit more. Now I'm going to wait. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to see if I can get $16 out of this one. But so far up about 3.5% on AUR.
I'll tell you what has been the slow ride.
I have too many positions open.
I'm on that slow ride. I'm trying to take it easy. That sundial isn't doing anything.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking
slow
for
for
it
sure.
to get a spark. I have a feeling later, by the time I get off of live trading, then all of a sudden I'm going to be on the Twitter being like, yo, look at sundial.
Let the people know, man.
Hey, I'll keep it a watch. I already got a starter. I'm still holding right here because I do think that we're going to eventually get that pump, and it's going to be quick. It's going to be one of those where you can't react probably fast enough to catch it by the time that happens. That's what I'm expecting. We'll see what happens. In sundial, still in this. I'm down less than a penny. We'll see what happens, guys. It's just hanging out right now.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm trying to see if there's anything else kind of going on, but nothing that I see besides the trades that we're already kind of in, which is quite a few. So I can't remember the last time my position list on E-Trade looked this packed. Like, good God. So I need to clean that up here in a second, but AUR needs to continue its move on up towards 16. I think I'll go ahead and sell half my size at $15.90. So that's my first target, and the rest we'll go ahead and hope for a better move. Hyatt, I already talked about the options, but you can see it's trying to make that red to green move. If it does, you can see a continuation, but so far that's what it's looking like. If you want, you can wait to grab a few contracts, or you can go ahead and grab some now, but that's what it's doing right now. NVIDIA coming back to VWAP, which on TradingView has it around 324.50.
Oh, it's NVIDIA, Zunaid. I had to learn that this week.
NVIDIA?
That's what they say. I call it the same thing, NVIDIA, but
I say NVIDIA, but regardless.
NVIDIA, there you go. You said it right.
Speaking of which, NVIDIA is going to go ahead and be with Jim Cramer, I believe, tonight.
Kramer?
So if
The
people
Kramer
like to
pump?
watch it, then, keep your eyes on it. Just
The
giving y'all
Kramer
information so
pump.
you can do what you want with it.
You know what I think is going to be mentioned tonight, and I've been talking about it. I think the chip shortage worries are starting to die down. What do you think, Zunaid?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. That's such like a fundamental type thing that I'd be lying to if I even said I follow it much, right? Obviously, I understand it's happening as we've been dealing with it for some time, which is why PlayStations, it's been a year since it's been out, but people still can't get their hands on it. The chips in terms of people that want to make computers are obviously so expensive if you're trying to build your own. But honestly, man, I don't even pay attention to it. For me, intraday. What happened yesterday, what happened today, that's all I really care about.
Zunaid's that type of trader where in the morning the stock's gapping up and everyone's like, well, that stock's trash. That stock is trash.
Yeah.
Why are you trading that, Zunaid? You're trading a corrupt company. And Zunaid's like, dude, I'm just trying to make some money.
Yeah, look, I trade Enron if I could. If it had a nice little bounce off at the $10 level, I'd trade it. It doesn't matter to me. But anyway, yeah, fundamentals not my strong suit whatsoever. So I stick in my arena, I stick in my lane. Speaking of which, NVIDIA is trying to get back to VWAP. Hopefully it doesn't crash on us. That'd be nice. But
All right. So they're trying to ask me if I'm in calls on Sundial. No, just common stock, guys. I could do the option play, but I suck at options, so I stay away.
you had the Bronx Bull ask about possibly holding over the weekend for NVIDIA. What a nice move. Oh my God, I missed this one, especially the breakout over 50. 100% missed this one on my end. I don't know. I don't know if you should hold calls over the weekend. I don't know if you have any insight, Mitch, on the technicals or anything like that. But to me,
the Riot one is the harder one to call for me because you got that Mara that really knocked it down, right? But you are seeing the stocks come back right now. I mean, Riot, you're seeing up. You're seeing Mara bounce up also. You're seeing BTBT up. You're seeing kind of all these Bitcoin plays right now up. But the question is, are they going to be able to hold these gains, or is this just a bounce? A lot of these, you have to understand which one you're going into. Riot, it's not the worst one. You know, you were getting a nice lift, and now you came back towards the support, so you at least can call maybe you're out near that 33.79. But it's really all about your risk to return. What is your trade plan to begin with? That's what I think would be more along what you should stick to. One thing I don't like to do is start being subjective with my trading and asking questions like, should I hold towards the weekend? Should I kind of get out? Should I take out a little bit? No, just be objective. What was your planning in the first place? And that's what you should stick to. Once you start being subjective, you leave yourself out of the probability. Why? Because subjectiveness doesn't take in a quantifiable approach.
let them know. There you go. Let them know.
You got to quantify everything, right, Zunaid, in this generation?
You got to have a plan. No question about it, man. Before you get in the trade, you got to know your stops. You got to know your exits.
You'll hear Zunaid say him all the time. You hear him call it out, even on the YOLOs. He knows where his out is. He's not going to let these options expire worthless.
No, very, very rarely. I'll even sell it if I bought a YOLO for about $1 and it breaks a support that I did not need it to break, and it's only worth maybe about 25 cents. I'll sell it. I'll take those $25 times however many contracts I may have. That'll pay for my Comcast bill and then some. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. All right. So earlier we got talked to, and it looked like Zunaid, they were trying to find out what VWAP really is. So I'm going to give you guys literally from my little CMT study guide here. If you guys can look here, so you guys will see VWAP right there. And so what VWAP really is, guys, is that VWAP is the sum of the tick price times the tick volume divided by the trading volume. So, of course, you know, this is doing a complicated calculation, but why is VWAP used? It's because it's using that tick volume to play into the daily volume to show you if it's more on the bullish side or bearish side volume. So that's what the VWAP really tries to help us do. It determines how that volume is playing into the momentum. And that's why it's not just a moving average, but it uses volume to determine where it should curve. Should it stick closer to the price action? That's showing you high volume. If it doesn't stick close to the price action, that might be showing you lower volume. Also, expansion of volatility, right? A lot of the times when we see a stock far from the VWAP, Zunaid, that means probably it's a high volatile stock, right?
Yeah, no, definitely not one that I'm going to go and get an entry on if it's that far off of VWAP to the upside.
And that's why we try to use the VWAP to let us know kind of a line in the sand. You can use it objectively and just trade strictly off of it. I try to combine variables and looking for story and things like that. That's why you guys will see me thinking like, oh, is oil going to turn around here? Then I start attacking oil, and I'd be looking for what VWAP fades on oil. So that's kind of how you got to go about it. I like to go about it with a little bit more than just the technicals. I try to use some story and fundamentals into my playing, and that's how I go about it. And that's why I'm mainly more of a swing trader than a day trader.
Hey, I hear you. I respect it. But yeah, definitely get those technicals in mind, right? Get those VWAPs, know how stocks react around it, so you can make a better informed decision when you're getting in and out of place.
All right, guys, definitely smash the like. Let's see if we got to our 400 likes level so we can stay past 11. Guys, we need 100 more likes. There's over 480 people here, so smash the like if you guys want us to stay on past 11. We only got 5 minutes left for those likes. I don't want to miss out. I want to stick around, and who knows, maybe catch that sundial move with you guys if it does move. So stick around, hit that like. Let's keep it going. VWAP is a game changer, says Beat Fanatic.
It sure is, man. There's no question about it. Speaking of VWAP, I'm going to go ahead and talk about one more stock, and then I'm out of it. But Apple's still in the trade because the trend is still strong. Nice bounce off of the VWAP, and now it's continuing its march high of day so far. I'm looking for it to go ahead and hit 169.58 or 169.85, excuse me. And then we'll see what happens, but that is my target for the YOLOs. If I get it, great. If not, it's been a beautiful morning anyway. Lots of money made and lots of money left to be made, but I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, guys, definitely smash the like if you guys enjoyed Zunaid today. I'm gonna do one more solid here. Let's do it for Zunaid, guys. Give it up for Zunaid in the chat, guys. The beast mode.
What they want, what they need. I will never lose, I'm a beast. If you want it, come and get it.
Cracks me up every time, dude. I love it. Who made the video?
I got you. That's me, man.
That's all you?
All me, Zunaid.
Damn.
One of the things that I'm trying.
What the skill set?
Zunaid, one of the things I'm trying to do. This show is going to take over Benzinga.
I love it.
There's going to be a day where we look back at live trading and realize, man, what did this show become? And it's going to be all about you guys out there smashing that like, supporting us, hitting the share button, letting the world know right here is where you want to trade. There's no need to be paying hundreds and thousands of dollars in trading rooms that, no offense, you're probably not making money in. But let's go ahead and just stick around here with Benzinga as we continue to trade and show you guys exactly what we do. Zunaid, appreciate you, man. If you guys want to catch Zunaid, catch him on the Squawk. He's on Benzinga Pro.
I'm about to go on the Squawk, and I got to get going. But Mitch, let him know what Jason's email is. Spam it up. Let him know in the subject line. Live trading, best show at YouTube, and put the compliments in the email. But I'm out. You guys have fun.
All right, guys. Appreciate you, like always, Zunaid. And I'll definitely put up that email right here, jason@benzinga.com. Throwing it up in the chat. Let everybody know. Look, Hendrix is hanging out with me. We're going to hang out, guys. Let's keep trading. All right, guys, I'm going to actually put on maybe a little bit of music for us like we did yesterday as we kept going here. But definitely smash the like if you guys are enjoying the trading. Let's get some of that. What did they call it? They called it the elevator trance music. I'm going to get back to that elevator trance music here. All right, setting it up here for us. Let's go ahead and get that ready. You guys smash the like, guys, if you guys want me to continue on here. All right, stopping the screen here. Boom, boom. Welcome to it, guys. Let's start hanging out. If the music is too loud, please let me know. I'll go ahead and lower it for us. Shout out to Hendrix. You hear that, Hendrix? Shout out to you, my friend. He likes to hang out when I trade, so. What's up out there? How we doing? SPI earnings on Monday. Can we take a look for the trade on SPI? Let's take a look here at that. I'm gonna lower down the music a little bit here. We're just hanging out, man. We're hanging out, trading, doing a little bit of both. So definitely say hello. Just say, Alexa, play meditation station. Yeah, I do that all the time, JD, with my dog. Nice music. There you go. You guys let me know if it got too low. I did take the music down a little bit there, but let's keep going, guys. Let's keep it going. All right, so SPI. Let's take a look here. All right, so SPI is pulling back. You guys know we took this one from 515 up there towards 7. We sold at 725, and the rest of it I actually sold it at 675. We're looking to see if this can come back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hourly chart, see if we're finding an hourly pattern here. So you are running into an hourly pattern here off the 6. So you can see that $6 trying to hold here. Could you be taking a swing trade on this? Yes, but I would want it to hold $6, maybe in 690s. It could tap for a second, but really quickly getting back above VWAP to that 650. That's where you'd want to see it closing into the move so that you can at least have that look that it's going through 7. Now, one thing I will call out is that I did take trades off of earnings this week and got crushed myself. What stock was that? I got crushed on Body. So just be careful, guys. You know, when you're trading earnings and you're trying to call earnings, it's literally a lot of the times a flip of the coin. And so earnings are definitely something that I try to stay away from in my trades, because a lot of the times earnings haven't really helped me. They usually hurt me. And that's what you want to see. Is it helping your trading? If it's helping your trading, trade these earning stocks, then heck, power to you. I wish you the best and continue trading them. But for me, every time that I've run into earnings and held through it, it usually hurts me. And so that just goes to show me that, hey, stop playing those earnings play, Mitch. If you know that it's going into earnings, it's okay to just sell the profit, take the trade, and see what happens. What's going on, Beats and Cryptos? I like the name there. Cool vibes. I appreciate you, man. Feels like you're about to dim the lights, pour some cognac. Hey, let's get it started. I mean, cognac is a little bit strong here in the morning, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Hey, I'm new to this. How does this all work? Well, we're just looking at trading right now. I'll let you guys know one that I am looking to start maybe dipping my toes. Sundial, we started seeing a little bit of a dip here. Want to start seeing it get strong through that VWAP. 76, above 76, we're going to add, guys. We're looking for us to get above VWAP and hold. Then we could start attacking this, looking for a trade back up towards 95 cents into $1. I'm looking for Sundial to get hot here. So we're doing some live trading here, talking about some trades. Benjamin talking about a Lucid VWAP bounce. Let me take a look here really quickly. Lucid bouncing there. It didn't come completely to my VWAP, but let me take a look at the 1 minute. Probably came close towards it on the 1. Yeah, it's coming close towards it on the 1. We drew this trend line that if it broke that, it'd probably pull back to VWAP. It still hasn't really gotten to VWAP, so I'd maybe look for a 50-35. But we'll see what happens there in Lucid. AUR is another one I'm looking to see it get back down towards that 1420. Once it touches that 1420 and gets back above 15, we could get long this name. I'm going to actually send an alert just to catch it if it does start making the move on up. We'll keep a watch out here on AUR. AMC holding strong at 40. Yes, AMC has been 40 is a nice price point to kind of hold off of. I've bought in before at this 38 level, and now it really keeps holding this 40. I think if you crack this 39 could be your out, and maybe you're taking a shot here in AMC, but I can't blame you for it. I've done it myself, and we'll see what happens. Weekly needs to hold this kind of 37, 39 on pullbacks, because if it got back up here towards 50, it would be definitely looking strong and bullish. One thing to keep on watch is GME. If you see GME hold above 200, that's a good level. Remember, we got back towards 200, hit like 199s. Now we're back above 200 and holding sideways. That's my signal. I like to watch GME. When GME usually pops, AMC usually follows. So that's the way I'm going to be approaching it. Ravi wants Zunaid back. I can't blame you, man. He's been killing it. Facts, paid my tuition. Learning to stay away from earnings plays. Yes, 100%. Got to be careful. Great program. Kill the music. Oh, Ken's not liking the music, guys. Welcome to the Quiet Storms with Money Mitch, your deep tunes in trading with Benzinga. Go with the scotch. Pinkies up. That's at 4 o'clock today, Brett. If you guys want to have a little drink with me and hang out, you guys can come hang out. We'll be doing it on Money Mitch later. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring a scotch to the show. All right, guys. I have a feeling that AMC is waiting to squeeze till Christmas. Hey, could happen. I can't blame you if you're looking at that play. Daryl, thumbs up for sticking around. Appreciate you. That's what it's all about, man. I want you guys to hit that like, support us as we keep trading live. We got about 335 likes. I'm going to get you guys to Benzinga Live, which starts at 11:30. We're at 11:05. I said 400 likes to stick around, so I would appreciate it if you guys could smash a couple more, but let's keep going. What are we seeing out there? And how are we trading today? It's one of those days that it hasn't been, one of those crazy days, but I'm trying to hold a little bit of my diamond hands here in LAZR. Let's take a look at LAZR, see what I'm seeing out there, see if we could get some diamond hands in this one. This is one that I've been holding since 1925s. I actually got in this one on live trading at 1790s, ended up adding to it, getting my price up here towards the 19s. But this is one that we took before a huge 50% rip in LAZR, which came with that NVDA news. You know how we've been seeing NVIDIA in the news. I'm looking for this to keep holding, break on out there, get back up there towards 23. We'll see if LAZR can hold. I got my diamond hands up, and I'm holding on tight. Red to green on Facebook being called out by Gene there. I'll take a look there. Did we get that red to green on Facebook? Looks like we did. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Nice little 5-minute low coming right to the support, pushing back up there. Facebook has been strong since changing their name to the Meta. PayPal puts are printing. Say that 3 times. Hey, I'm staying away from those PayPals and the squares right now. I'm telling you guys, I do not like these charts. I'm thinking that they'll get into some DOJ concerns. You're seeing MasterCard also take a hit. Visa. These are all names that I'm just kind of concerned about right now. This might be the reason why you're seeing PaySafe do so bad right now. PSFE. It's been doing really bad as of late, and I think a lot of that has to do with the way that the other payment stocks are doing. PayPal is a falling knife. Chris says the music's great. Let's keep it going. Best live ever, says Maria. Hey guys, just let me know. One of the things is I don't put on music the whole time. When we're at 9:30, the bell, I'll try to keep it more focused on the trades. But now that we get towards this time, I want to sit back, relax with you guys, and talk some charts. So let's do a little bit of sector and industry analysis. I do this on Money Mitch every single time I have a Money Mitch. So if you guys never been to Money Mitch, definitely suggest you guys check that out. I do that Monday, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Monday, Tuesdays, and Friday at 4 p.m. And I do it on Wednesday at 4:30, slightly different after Chris Udall. But let's take a look at what I actually do. All right, so I always start going through the sectors and looking for strong sectors. How are we looking? Let's take a look here. So this is technology that we're going to take a look at first. So technology has been doing really well as of late. Let me take off. Hold on. Let me take off this. I need to take off one of these indicators here. Boom. All right, so now we got the ADR, we got the RSI, and we got volume, right? Another thing that we have is the Chaikin money flow, okay? Let's take a look here at the daily. How did we react in technology? We were kind of stuck in this period where we pushed on up, came back towards the support, pushed on up. Let's zoom in a little bit here and see what we're seeing. We could see that there's some support right underneath it here, and we're looking for this to come back and break on out here. What does this help? This helps you take an overall look at technology. Let's take also a look here. Looks like we're up about 0.39 from the open. Overall, about 0.4%. Now what I would do is I would come back down towards my bottom right side here, and this is my industry side. So these are all the industries in technology. So a lot of times I like to work backwards in my trading. I'm going from macro to micro approach. So I want to work from the sectors to the industries then to the stocks that are hot. So let's go ahead and let's take a look here. This is how I find stocks all the time, guys. So if we look at the industries, we're going to point out what's hot. So what's hot right now is solar, electric, game and multimedia, and consumer electrics. You can see it here. Consumer electrics doing really well as of late. This is the daily chart to that index, and you're seeing it push on up. Solar, you're seeing it find a bounce. So I would be looking for stocks that are also finding the bounce today. And then also you could do the same for electric, game, and media. Let's take a look here at what's moving on up there. Looks like we got Roblox continuing us to move in that direction, even though ATVI has had a tough time. You're seeing Roblox continue to lead us on up there, and that's what's been strong in electronic gaming and multimedia. This is why I like working backwards, guys, and not forward. Avid is another one. Avid Technology, I'd be looking for this one that's push on up there. It's looking interesting and still holding, but there's a couple out there. And stay tuned, guys. I will be talking to the CEO of SLGG later today. So that'll be up at 4 p.m. on Money Mitch. Appreciate you, Scott. Definitely. Bill liking the music. Will Palantir see 26 before January 22nd? I'll take a look here. Yo, what about TMC? TMC is a stay away. Stay away from me. I can be as honest as I can. Very future looking. Not what I like. Nailed the macro approach. Hey, that's the way I like to go about it. I definitely like to work backwards. I work for the competitor of this company called, VLDR. VLDR is another one that I'm keeping an eye out. I think you got to keep your eyes out on all autonomous plays, battery plays, charging stations. I've said this plenty of times. I think those are the stocks that are going to be going up early into the next year, and then you'll eventually see another wave of EV. And I think that'll be later towards the summer or the fall period. So for right now, EVs I'm turning away from. I'm looking for the things behind EV to get us moving. One could be VJO. You know, I don't even have that chart, I think. But let's take a look here. VOSO. It's probably trading for me on VOSO. It's switched on to over, but I don't have the chart. Let me pull it up on Benzinga Pro in a second. How is it doing out there? Is it doing good for me to even turn it on? All right, so Voodoo saying the music's a little loud. I'll turn it down a little bit here. I got you. There you go. I turned it down a little bit there. All right, taking a look here. Finally, Sundial coming back down, trying to fill that gap. Can it fill the gap and then bounce? That's what I'm looking for. Keeping an eye on it, guys. It's just starting to fill the gap there. And then we'll see if it can actually click a tick at that 72 cents and get back up there above 76 cents. All right, keeping an eye on my other trades too. SEAH doing well today. This is one I've been in for a while, guys. I've been looking to see what's happening with this stock, what's going to continue to happen with this stock. So we know this is Betway. Looking for them to really announce their merger. I don't want it to crack below 11 anymore. I want it to hold 11s, get on up there past 12, close above 12 for us. As you guys can see from this daily chart, we're catching this support here from this trend line. We want to get back on up there towards the high here, which was 12.48. Let's see if we can take out that high. This is one of my swing trades. It's muted now. You can't hear the music. I'll try to turn it up a little bit here. I'm trying to do a little bit of mix of both. What I can do is let me raise my voice volume here. There you go. That should help a little bit there. I should definitely be a little bit louder there. I'm not clipping, but definitely getting some signal there. Let me know how the volume is, guys. All right, let's continue with our sector analysis. Let's take a look at what other things are moving here. It looks like energy is on the downturn. You can see how energy really turned around here. Now just cracked the support. Now we're heading back down towards the next levels. Where we stop? Maybe down closer towards this 1451. What is getting hit in energy on the downside? You can look at this CRT really getting flushed down there from 1275 down almost to 11 today. OIS, oil stock here getting crushed here. EGY, a lot of these oil stocks getting hit hard. You guys can see it. Take a look at these charts and see how they just keep coming down here. So definitely, I'm seeing that change around in oil. I was calling it earlier on the week. I wanted to short this one, Chevron Group. It's down now towards 111. Good trade today. If you were able to nail that one, I think it could keep cracking down. We'll see what happens in Chevron as it keeps breaking down. I sold SEAH to Zune. Yeah, I made some money on that one. I sold some profits. I'm trying to keep the rest of the position for a bigger move, and that's what I'm doing now. What platform am I using? All right, so I'm using TC2000. It's an older charting service, but what I love about it is this right-hand side. I can do this very easily, and a lot of times I don't need a scanner to tell me what's moving. I can just use the sectors and the industries. All right, I heard that Rohan has sensitive ears. He can't handle it. What's going on out there? Are you still holding the oil short funds? No, I'm not holding oil short. If I would be doing drip. I did trade this one earlier in the week from 470s to 5 live for us. I was looking at drip today to come down towards 510, 5.7s, and it just held at 520, went up there towards 540s. I think this could make a run through 550s today, but there's not much there on the trade for me to go after, so I'm just trying to stay away from right now. All right, thoughts on Lucid? Chilling for 30 minutes now. Let's take a look at Lucid. Lucid's just sideways right now. It looked like it held that 51, looking like it's trying to come back towards the high here. It didn't go to VWAP, so I personally would not be in this one right here, but it's looking like it's holding the strength. It is holding the strength. Let's see if it takes out 52. Got TC2000 as well. Amazing platform. Yeah, Juan, one of the things is I use Benzinga Pro to get me all the news, to get me the catalyst, the stories, but charting, I still prefer TC2000 right now. Jigglypuff. Sorry, guys. I had to. Couldn't help myself. Drip. I traded it the other day with you. Hey, JD. Glad you were able to nail that one. Cashed at 513. You got better price than I did. I got 502s. Not a bad one. Sundial starting, says Jim Cruz. I'm watching it. I'll let you know, Jim. If I see it moving, I'll let you know. All right. Can we do this industry sector-wise trends? Can we do industry sector-wise trends on Benzinga? You can do it. It's just a little bit different. So you got to go ahead and start putting them by sectors. The thing that we're working on right now is to kind of give you this same step. So I've been working with the Benzinga developers right now to kind of get this into Benzinga Pro, where we can have the same way that you're seeing me work from macro to micro in Benzinga Pro. That's in the works right now. It's in the roadmap, and it should be done next year. So stay tuned. 2022 is going to be a big year. I don't trade on TC2000 because they do have a brokerage. I just use the charting. All right, Ravi. Appreciate the support, man. Let's keep it going, guys. What's going on out there? Hoping for it to go down to 75 euros. Oil. I can't blame you on that one. Oil short call I did today. Profit. Hey, Johan. It's not a bad trade at all. I can't blame you for shorting oil. I do think it's going down right now. Rublock's being mentioned. I know that one's been so strong. Is it continuing? There you guys go. I like this pattern too, kind of an inverse head and shoulders, but it's on the plus side. So I would kind of look at maybe the 15-minute here to show me a little bit better, or the hourly chart. I love the hourly charts, guys. hourly charts, what it does is a lot of times it's going to take away the day traders' views away, and longer term traders, you get to trade with them. I like trading with longer term traders because we get longer moves than these quick little pushes and rips. Moderna was one that I did close today, guys, but MDNA, MRN. I don't know why I'm struggling right now. MRNA, there you go. This one did well today for us. We bought this one yesterday and then sold it today. Quick little trade, but bigger time frame, bigger price, and that gives me that ability to get around some of these high volatile names. Do you ever trade Forex? Christian asking. Not me, and if not, why not? Well, one thing, Christian, is when you trade Forex, right, you're talking kind of more of like that 24-hour market. A lot of times that trading happens more overnight. And Forex is a lot event-driven trading. So you have to be ready to hop on your computer at any time to catch the alpha moves in Forex. For me, I tried my best not to be on the computer all day, at least looking at stock charts. I do this trading with you guys, and then I look at the end of the day, but I'm more of a swing trader. I'm not trying to overload myself with information. And I feel like Forex, you just have to be completely on top of it. 357 likes. Come on, smash that up. Let's keep it going. Forced to trade commodities due to the U.S. Market open at 3:30 afternoon here in Sweden. Hey, well, shout out to you in Sweden. I'm sure a lot of us wish we were over there, and you're wishing you were over here. So that's just how the way it goes. All right, let's take a look here. What are we going to get? Do we get any big moves again? AUR is one that I kept a watch on. Now we're starting to come back. We're trying to get back above. Oh, I missed my 1420s. Guys, I missed that spot. Remember I said 1420s? It went to 1421s. I would have loved to have gotten it there. Just missed the chart, guys. I should have put it up on my other charts here, kept a closer eye on it, but definitely this is one that I'm keeping a watch on. It looking strong now. So what we're going to look to see is, you see how it went above VWAP here, but then cracked below VWAP right after? Let's see if we get above VWAP here and then close above and then look for that push. So we could start risking down towards the low here. I'm going to call it at 1472. We want to see it push back above VWAP, start trending on back. Let's see if we can get that trend to get back on up here. That's kind of the levels that we're looking at. Really, 1421 should have been kind of more of our buy and risking off of 14. That's what I had called out since this first move when it was pulling back down. And it was just sitting right here at VWAP. We'll see if we're going to be able to get that bounce and push on up here and maybe take another day trade here. Should have put your fill in. I agree. I just wasn't, there's just too much going on, guys. I'm trying my best to handle all of this. I handle the production, the music, the videos, all of it, guys. So smash the like, support us. I'm trying to do my best, and I did miss that one, though. I agree. I use drip and cold to play action off of gush and boil. Not a bad way to look at it. Way more cost effective, which allows for multiples. Yeah, I do agree. I like those for day trades. The only thing is with drip and gush, you got to be careful because they rebalance every day. With any leverage ETF, you got to be careful for those rebalancing. If you're holding overnight, it can actually pull back just based off the mechanics from the ETF. Can you look at grow generations and why is it going down? Well, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit of a bear and grow, but I'll take a look at it for you. I'm just trying to give you my bias too. You know, I am a little bit of a bear in this stock. Reason why I think it doesn't have any competitive advantage. It's just a growth store. And these growth stores compared to what? Any other growth store. If you told me they had something special, or let's say you went to these stores and they taught you how to grow cannabis, then I'd be like, yeah, grow generation. But really what I've seen is massive warehouses that we all know might not be the best way to do it. And then one thing I always question is the day that we go and decriminalize or go legal here in the federal, what's not to make, Home Depot or Lowe's just bring these products right into their store and wipe these stores out. That's my concern for Grow. But let's take a look at the chart. What are we seeing? We're seeing a downtrend. It's looking like it's coming back down towards the support here of 15. This one might, honestly, when we look back, it might make its way all the way down towards the trend of back down towards 951. It looked like it was holding really well here. And once we broke that, we've just been in a bearish move here. So ever since that break of the 35s, it's not been looking good. We tried to reclaim 25 here and couldn't reclaim it. Just broke through that low. It's definitely on the bearish side, and just be careful out there. Have you thought about creating a quantitative model to trade all markets? Yes, I kind of do similar to that. I'll talk about that at another time, JD. It's just a little bit more advanced than what we put on here. Should have put your fill in. Yes, I know. Doing a great job, says Christian. Like to earn. Hey, appreciate it. You're right. You do. You're right. You do it all, Money Mitch. Hey, that's what we need to do. Music needs to be lower. I'm sorry about the music if it's loud. Let me see if I can turn it down a slight smidgen. There you go. Turn the music down a little bit. I don't know if you can still hear it. Let me know if you guys can hear it. We'll keep going. Germany legalizing cannabis stocks is something to look out for the near future in cannabis. Yeah, let's take a look at some other cannabis stocks. See how they're moving. CGC popped up but pulled back down. Tilray popped up, pulled back down. Kronos popped up, pulled back down. Kern popped up, pulled back down. IIPR popped up, hasn't pulled back down. All right, guys, just keep your eyes out on these. You just got to be careful. This is one that I'm also looking at it, and it's been really, really strong. Just broke out. We don't want to see it break 260s. This is IIPR. They actually lend money to these cannabis companies to kind of get their real estate, because right now you can't go to the banks. You can go to credit unions, but you can't go to the bank. Sub, super nice challenge. Hey, appreciate it, guys. That's what I want to see. All right, guys, looks like we're getting towards that 11:30 hour. We're going to get you guys to Benzinga Live coming up next, guys. So definitely smash the like. We will soon be getting on out of here. I just saw Sundial finally click on that 72 cents. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to start setting up for that Sundial move. I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait until it hit that 72 cents because that fills the gap finally. Now we just filled the gap. Now I'm going to look for a quick reaction up here towards 77. We're going to actually add to this trade and hold slightly below it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's start trying to get into a fill here. I'm going to put out a slight fill. This was a little bit harder because you got like hundredths of a cent here. So I'll let you guys know exactly where I get filled right now. I'm trying to work it right now, really. All right, so let's see if we can get here. All right, one order out at 0.7300. Looking to get it filled there. Let's see what happens here. If we can get that fill. Just need a slight tick down to get me that fill. I'll let you guys know if I do get another ad on this position. As you guys can see, I'm starting to focus on right now. Sound levels are right on. I can discern your voice, your vocals easily while still hearing the background music. Thank you, Broton. What would your target be? So remember, we talked about this pre-market. So the idea is Sundial needs to get back above $1. So I'm looking for a big push. I'm looking for a push back up here, right? One thing that could also help us is that we're starting to get above here, the zero line for the taken money flow. So there we're getting a slight tick to 74. Still haven't gotten my fill there at 73. Trying to get my fill there. I'll let you guys know if I do get a fill. All right, still looking at it. Still trading in the same area right now. Looking for a slight tick down to fill here. If I do see a push through 76, which is my average cost right now, I would definitely hit the ad also. But I'm just trying to literally work the position right here. All right, guys, we're getting towards that 11:29 hour. Definitely smash the like, guys. I want to stay on with you guys, but you guys have to hit the like, guys. So support us as we support you guys out there. Smash that like button. All right, looks like we got coming up next on Benzinga Live. You guys will be learning about the Apple car and is it a problem for Elon Musk? Definitely stick around for that, guys. If you want to find out all about the Apple car, find out possibly could this be hurting Tesla? I mean, I personally think that, you know, this is just kind of a gimmick, but that's my personal opinion. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are big Apple fans. I'm not one of them. I kind of try to stay away from the products, but we'll see what happens there. Definitely smash the like, guys. Let me know what you guys enjoy. And if you guys want to see something different right here on live trading, what do you want to see more of? Do you want to see strategy breakdown? Do you want to see more of, let's say, Yolo options? Like you saw Zunaid trade today and nail them down. Christian trading momentum trading. We'll have Ryan back on that trades options and commons. And you guys will have me that continuously tries to look for these swing trades. And a lot of times I take day trades that turn into swing trade. That's exactly what happened with Moderna yesterday. We didn't close it because it wasn't needed to get closed. The trend was continuing. But today we closed it into the gain, taking that swing trade overnight. And what it did was not take one of my day trades. Of course, I'm under the PDT rule. So if you guys are under the PDT rule, this is another great place to stick around because you guys will see how I'm handling it and working my way to that PDT rule versus just putting the money together, which I could do, but I try to keep my savings in the savings. We'll see what happens, guys. Smash the like. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show, and we'll see what happens. Will you take profit before 1? So if I do get into sundial here, I would probably take some profit at, like, let's say 98 or 99 cents right before that dollar, just in case it turns around from that price point. But what I would do is probably sell half there and leave the rest break even, put a stop, and maybe even walk away from the computer. Because a lot of the times I put a lot of pressure on myself when I'm looking at that price target. And just like I did with Drip, what I did was I put the stop and I just kept leveling up that stop. You can do a trailing stop method for this, and that could possibly help you out. All right, going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Definitely smash that like if you guys enjoyed us trading here on Benzinga. Check out this weekend, guys, if you want to up your skills in trading, there's going to be a lot of free education. Yes, I said FREE, free. Go to benzingabootcamp.com. You guys will be able to join the bootcamp this weekend and learn a lot from traders that have already had that success. So definitely smash the like. We'll get you guys over here to Benzinga Live. I think they should be live. I just want to get confirmation here. Just give me one quick second, see if they're up. Are you live? Trying to make sure I get you guys over to a show. Don't want to get you guys waiting here. Definitely stick around with me, guys. I'm going to keep working it, keep pushing the levels, searching for plays left and right. Yes, if we need to pull out the metal detector, we will go ahead and do so because there's always opportunities in this market. And that's what I want to definitely hear is that you guys are looking for those opportunities also. I'll be there, says Benjamin. Thanks, bro. Hey, you guys keep battling. Hey, Mitch, are you on any Discord channel? Stick around. I just might open my own. Oh, no. Own Discord? We'll see what happens. I haven't had one in a while, so who knows? Maybe I open a new one. What's your entry on Sundial? I'm at 76 cents right now. I haven't gotten my ad. I'll let you guys know. I hate waiting for the shows to start. I agree. That's why I haven't sent you over. All right, I'm going to send them over. Looks like they actually started on time. we'll get you guys over to Benzinga Live. You guys smash the like. We'll be back. See you on Monday.